What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. We have an exciting show for you today. At the end of this episode, we have a great interview with Mountjoy at Red Rocks in Colorado. And if you're listening to this portion of it,
we're still in New York.
We are still in New York. And then we
days early.
All of a sudden transfer to Friday. We're there.
Fly.
Back to the future, but then we're back. This podcast is presented by Coors Light. We have our Coors Light cans sitting right next to us. This is a Coors Light episode through and through. We got
Coors Light heavy.
It is Coors Light heavy. We got Mountjoy with Coors Light on this show. Fran's rocking the Coors Light sweatshirt. We got our cold Blue Mountain cans right next to us, the Coors Light.
I mean, we're headed to Colorado. Doesn't get more Coors Light than that.
The land of Coors Light.
Exactly.
So we love you, Coors Light, and we're super excited.
The Rockies. It's a great sweatshirt.
Great sweatshirt.
You can get it, it's their collab with Laundry Room, which is all their stuff is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a ton of it, and we love it.
Yes, we do.
Which is great. And we've been hyping it up all summer, right? The Coors Light music, the combination, and now we are living it out in real life, going to talk to Mountjoy, see the show. It's going to be great. And you guys can also amplify your chill this summer with Coors Light. Choose chill, choose Coors Light. You can go to CoorsLight.com/summermusic to see how Coors Light can amplify your summer. And be sure to keep an eye out on Coors Light's social handles all summer long for more exciting announcements. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Yep, that's right.
Colorado, baby.
We love you, Coors. We're headed to Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, big news. I don't know if you saw. Serena and Cordell are officially boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yes, they posted on their stories, posted a TikTok. Cute. They are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. And I literally, it's honestly bad how obsessed I am with watching all of their videos. Like, I truly can't get enough. And Serena, Janae, and Leah know we all can't get enough. They are feeding us constantly, and I can't get enough of it. Cordell helped Serena move into her new apartment in LA, so they were posting videos there. It's amazing. I'm so happy for them.
I think they're all going to move to LA.
No, Serena already lived in LA.
Oh,
she was
did?
just moving apartments. Yes.
But she's from Texas.
Yeah, she's from Houston, but she lived in LA already.
Okay, she lived in
So she was just moving apartments.
Okay.
Cordell, they're not living together, but he's staying with her for a little bit.
Yeah. But he still lives in Texas?
Yes.
Okay.
But I could see him making the move to LA.
I mean, I could see all them moving to LA.
Yeah,
why would you not?
Yeah, why would you not? It's honestly so bad because I had a dream last night that Aaron was holding my godson and I was freaking out. I was like, don't hold him. That's my godson. Be careful with him.
Yeah. It's really infiltrated. That's when it's like, that's when like the obsession starts to trickle into your real life.
And I'm like, I would have been happy with the other ones in my dreams. But I'm obsessed with all their content and I love that they are like filming themselves. I do hope that they give themselves a little break as well, though. Like they just went through a lot filming that show 24/7. They just got out of the villa. They're filming nonstop. Like I want all the content, but I'm rooting for them to take like a little, if they need it.
It's tough though because this is their time.
They have to. They have to capitalize.
Because if they're not, like nobody's gonna be talking about them. Not to be the bearer. Like that's it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, they have to capitalize. Capitalize.
Because like I think of like Nicole, who's been quiet and has been taking more of a break, and I think like obviously everything going on with her and Kendall is not like super. We don't really know all the details of that and everything that's happened, but you just don't see Nicole.
No, I think people are waiting to see what she has to say.
Right? No, completely. They're waiting for sure, but it's like the other girls are online.
They are. So yeah,
I saw Aaron sent Kayla some flowers.
I saw that too. I saw Liv talking about how she wants an outfit for the reunion that she can move a lot in, which was very funny. People were like laughing at that video. And yeah, my obsession has not died down. I can't lie. And then we know the reunion's coming up, and Peacock also said they're gonna release unseen footage, so everyone's gonna be eating that up as well.
Unseen footage.
Yes, they said they're gonna release unseen footage, and in Serena's TikTok, there's a camera. There's a cameraman filming them in some part of it. So I'm like, ooh, are they going to maybe do like some after the villa stuff for the reunion, show what they've been up to?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That's a great idea. They should absolutely do that, I think. Yeah,
I'm really excited for that. I've just had I'm just having one of those mornings. I think I pulled a muscle.
Yeah.
In my lower back. I don't know.
Sounds painful. Really painful.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was from working out. If I had to guess from where the area that it's stemming from.
Right.
Oftentimes I do like kickbacks on the Stairmaster, and it kind of hurts in like that exact, like when you lift your leg up, like kind of like in, I don't know. But
it's maybe you just overdid it a little bit, you know?
I think I might have, and I was walking with a bit of a limp this morning. I can't lie.
How'd you get down your stairs?
Oh my, yeah. Then my elevators weren't working. Kind of just sucked it up and did it.
You went all the way down.
Yeah. There's literally nothing else.
At least it was down and not up, you know?
Up. I would just sit it out. I would go somewhere else and be like, I can't do this right now.
Yeah. No.
But it was down, so it made it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And at that point, you have nothing else to do if your elevators aren't working. Like I had to get here. I had to get to work. So I was like, fuck it. I just got to giddy on up and get out the door.
Yep.
And that's what I did.
Good.
So don't thank me for being a hero. But yeah, I'm here. You're welcome.
You were going through a lot this morning.
You're welcome.
And I was dying. Noah just sent a random ass screenshot in a group chat as you were like, my back hurts
I was like,
so bad.
Oh my God, I like definitely pulled something like.
Sometimes I just
and
laugh
then Noah
because
just
laughed at it, so
he just I mean,
no,
I
know, but sometimes I was like, damn, he didn't even say like, hope your back feels okay. Like you were like, you just asked for like a time update. He said, yeah. And there's no follow up to like, I think I really hurt my back.
Yeah, it's like my lower back / butt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even my back. It's like my butt back.
Yeah,
I think I pulled something. Yeah,
you
for sure.
Twinged something
for sure. I think I like moved the wrong way. Must have. But
yeah,
I stretched it out, and hopefully we'll be okay.
Good.
Hopefully we will prevail at the end of this day.
You definitely will. You'll make it.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
You'll make it.
How was Wicked?
Wicked was fantastic. God, it never gets old.
Does it get better?
Yes. Have you seen it?
Fran, I told you that my first Bravo show ever was Wicked.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen it. I said I haven't seen it since then.
Right.
I would love to see it.
You got to go again.
Yeah, I would love to.
Because
maybe I'll go.
Like, could you tell me like what happens in Wicked? Like, do you even remember?
Most of it, yeah. Like because even besides like seeing the play, I feel like it's such a talked about. It's such a talked about play and talked about like movie that I feel like people know what happens.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I guess I don't know every detail.
Right. Because it's like the characters I know
the characters. I know the characters, but maybe that is something I'll do before the movie comes out.
You absolutely should. Honestly, the whole time I was thinking, like, while I was watching Act 2, I was like, I can't fucking believe this movie's going to be in 2 parts. Like, it could not leave my...
The play's in 2 parts?
It just did not leave my brain the whole time. Yeah, it is, but it's you're waiting 15 minutes for part 2, not a full year.
Do you want them to rush it, or do you want it to be...
I'd rather just a long movie, truly. Like, I don't know. I'm curious. I assume they're going to end it in the same... place, I would think, unless they change it. I don't know, but it would make sense, of course, to like split it up by the exact acts. Obviously Act 1 is a little bit longer, but I just wish it was the whole show, because you just especially when you know what happens, it's like when there's a book or a piece of work that is being pulled, whatever, that is being pulled from for the movie, and we all know what happens. And when it's one show and it gets made into 2 movies, it's like,
right.
How it ends. Like, you already know how it ends.
It's the waiting game.
It really
unfortunately
is.
we have to wait for.
I know, and I keep repeating myself about it too because I just keep thinking about it. But God, it's a great show, and the goosebumps for the end of Act 1 when she's up there singing Defying Gravity, it doesn't get any better.
Ugh.
It's just amazing. Truly, Broadway at its finest is
That
so
is Broadway
good.
at its finest. To me,
It's so good.
To me, Broadway at its finest is Defying Gravity,
Yeah.
anything Lion King, and The Phantom of the Opera.
So true.
That to me is Broadway at
So
its
true.
finest.
Phantom of the Opera does have that feeling for sure.
Did you like the Phantom of the Opera
Les
movie?
Mis. Is that the one with Emmy Rossum?
Yeah, I fucking loved the Phantom of the Opera movie. But
it was one that I think I only really saw once.
I acted like I didn't. It was one of those movies that my sister really loved.
Yeah.
And because my sister is 6 years older than me, a lot of the times when she liked something, like she would make fun of me for a lot of things that I liked. I've talked about this.
Yeah.
She would make fun of me for a lot of things that I liked. So I didn't want to let her know that I liked some of the same things that she liked because then I didn't want her to stop liking them. You know what I mean? Like if she found out that her younger sister, who's 6 years younger, liked what she liked, she might be like, you know, she was like,
Yeah. I get what
oh,
you're
you're my
saying.
younger sister.
I get what
Like,
you're
you know,
saying, yeah.
you're not cool.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yep.
Until a certain age. Then it let up. But that's just like, you know, how it was for a little bit. You know, High School Musical, all that. I still give her shit. I'm like, High School Musical is the fucking best.
True.
But that was Phantom of the Opera. She fucking loved Phantom of the Opera. And I would like be like, oh my God, this is so good in my head. And I never really voiced how much I loved it.
You couldn't really tell her that you
I
loved
didn't
it.
I didn't want to that much.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, you know, spoil it.
That's good. You just kept it for yourself.
And now I'm
Just kept your pure
saying, I haven't
enjoyment.
watched it in so long though, but I
Yeah.
just remember loving it.
There's like certain aspects of Wicked, and it's funny because I think I actually saw it. Like I saw it I think it was last year I went and saw it with Joe. But it's the same thing with books sometimes for me. Like I've talked about this before where like I can love a book so much. Like read it so fast because I'm so into it. And then a month later be like, oh my God, I like don't even really remember what happened in the book. Like sometimes it just leaves my brain. Like it just goes flying out of my brain. And all I need is like a 2-second refresher and then it all comes back.
Yeah.
But like if I was to be put on the spot, I would not. I'd be like, I honestly could not tell you. And that happens to me. That happens to me with, I guess sometimes movies kind of stick with me more, I think. But sometimes even like TV shows that you binge in like a day and then you're like, oh my God, what even happened?
It all flew by
Like
so
it
fast.
just like you almost have to like rewatch to really get it a second time. There were some parts of Wicked where I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot this happened. We've been talking about the movie and we've been talking about the characters and the fact that Ariana Grande and Ethan are together, but he plays Bach in the movie. And I kind of forgot that Bach's character is like obsessed with Glinda. Like that's like his whole thing.
So maybe that kind of worked for him.
Yeah, and I was watching the show last night. I was like, wow, you know, this makes a lot of sense. They had a lot of scenes together.
And him professing his love that maybe then
like
translated
Glinda the
off-screen.
Good, like that's it for him.
Yeah. So maybe that just then went off screen as well. And then he was like, oh, my obsession is still
Totally.
real with you.
A very handsome Fiero is currently playing him right now. He was great and made me excited for Jonathan Bailey. Seeing it just really made me excited for the movie too. It was a refresh. It's a great like refresh.
Just be excited. Don't think about the part 2 aspect.
No,
of it.
I won't. And it's just a like the songs are so good. Seeing it live is just amazing. They're so talented. They're just so talented. The woman that played Glinda, it was the understudy for the night. And we were blown away. We were walking out of there. We were like, it's incredible. She is so incredible. And she is the understudy, you know?
I was just about...
There's so much talent.
I was just about to bring up understudies.
Yeah.
It was almost like being an understudy was a bad thing, right?
I know.
People see understudy. But when your moment comes and you get to get out on that stage and you're like, this is my fucking moment, and you shine. That's what she had.
She crushed it. And she has so
do you
much
think that
experience
sometimes-
playing the character too, because I was reading about her, and you know, she did the Wicked like tour and toured the country playing Glinda and doing all that and everything. But it's like the Broadway production is just the tippity top.
Do you think
And
that sometimes
it's crazy.
when the understudy gets their time, the production and the crew, they're like, fuck, she's kind of crushing it. Like,
Yeah, of course. I
Like-
think everybody has their moments.
ooh, like, should she be the main?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Do you think that
Sometimes
there's-
the understudy gets promoted
I was going to say, do
when
you think there's
when the
underlying,
lead like leaves or does a new show or something.
like underlying tension between the lead and the understudy?
You know,
It's Broadway. Like, there's drama.
Yeah,
There's
definitely
gotta be drama
There
unfolding.
definitely is, and theater kids are dramatic. But I don't know. I think at that point, like, there has to be some kind of mutual respect. You know?
As an understudy, you might be a little bit happy some of the weight's off your shoulders sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, like a lot of times you're just waiting for your moment, and like the pressure isn't
Yeah.
on you 24/7.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
It's
really
both
don't
sides
know.
to it. Of
I'm
course
speaking-
of course you want to be the star.
Right.
But
Speaking for a position that I truly have no knowledge on at all.
no,
So,
neither do I. I'm just making up
it's-
hypotheticals.
Yeah. But I would think that, like, too, I mean, being the lead in Broadway is exhausting. You know, you're out there every single night. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice. Like the shows that they put on. And I'm like, maybe it's kind of nice to just pop in every
Yeah.
Every
Every
once
once
in
in
a
a
while.
while you get your spot.
And it's not even necessarily every once in a while. Sometimes the understudy gets like a show a week, or depending on, sometimes the lead gets a night off. Like, it's
Yeah.
depends on the show. But it was great. Great environment. Love seeing it. Love seeing all the kids going to see Wicked. Although there was a lady, and I was too far away, or else I would have said something.
Mm.
She was in the front row on her phone.
Oh,
Like the entire first 15 minutes of Act 2.
disrespectful.
What are you doing?
Can I say something?
I was embarrassed for her.
I would like to say, I want to argue the point that I think the older generation is almost
Sometimes are
fucking worse
Yeah.
with knowing when to put their phones away
Yeah.
than people our age and younger.
Yeah.
They are worse a lot of the times. Like, I'm like, how don't you get the awareness that you shouldn't have your fucking phone out right now?
And it was bright. Like, it was on
Right,
full
they don't
brightness.
even know how to turn the brightness down. Their text is always huge.
It almost looked like
the
she
font
was,
size is always
I know.
quadruple.
it was enraging me, and I almost thought, like, I was watching her because she was distracting me from my seat with her bright light. It almost looked like she was scrolling through her photos. I was like, what the fuck is this lady doing?
Probably looking at the pre-show photos. But that's what I mean. The older they act like we're all bad with their phones, but they don't have the cues
know.
on when to put their phones away.
She was there with a friend too. I was like, come on, give her a tap. Tell her, put your phone away. It's the beginning of Act 2. That's why the intermission, check what you need to check, and then it goes back in your bag.
Right. Let somebody know, hey, I'm going into the play.
Yeah.
If you need me, I'm not answering because I'm going
Yeah,
into the play.
seriously. I just thought, and to be in the first row, like, they can see you.
Yeah, I would be, if I was up there, I would be so mad.
Oh my God. I think if I was actually up there like that, I'd be the person to, like, stop the show. I'd call you out. I'd be like, ma'am.
Please put your phone away.
I'd be like, maestro. I tell the conductor to just cut it for a second, point her out. Excuse me, ma'am. Please put your phone away.
Yeah. Did you hear the announcement at the
ruining
beginning of the
entire
show? Did you hear when the man comes over
Yeah.
the loudspeaker and gives the announcement?
Yep.
You clearly didn't because you didn't follow the rules.
I know. And I got excited because I thought finally she was going to get in trouble because I saw one of the employees from the theater walk down the aisle. I was like, oh, here it comes. He's going to tell her.
I
"Put
bet
your
you were
phone
thinking
away."
about this the whole time.
I was watching her. It was distracting for me. The whole first 15 minutes
you
of Act
thinking
2.
about this
I
the
was watching her the
entire time.
whole time. I was like, I could not believe
At some
she had her
point, you
phone
just need
still
to
out.
ignore her and just watch the show.
I
though,
tried,
you know?
but it was distracting. It was a bright light. and I wanted justice.
And it was not served.
And she put it away. She put it away. I don't know. Maybe she sensed the guy coming. She put it away. And then he turned around. He never confronted her. She didn't pull it back out again. But it was distracting for me.
I bet she left disappointed in herself a little bit.
I mean, yeah. She probably doesn't even notice.
Hopefully she left a little bit disappointed in herself for that. All right, let's get into the rest of the show. We got some topics. We got our music segment. We are going to be talking about Sabrina Carpenter talked about her friendship with Taylor Swift once again. I feel like people always need clarification on this, but you know what? I'll take it. It ends with us premiere with Blake Lively, the rest of the cast. What is happening with Justin Baldoni and the rest of the cast? People want to know.
I want to know.
Lots of speculation. And Whitney Port talked about seeing a bizarre scenario with J-Lo setting up some paparazzi pics, which we can always assume is the case. We also have an interview with Mountjoy, and we have our music segment, the Cito playlist. So let's get into it, and we're going to start off with the Cito playlist. This What We Are Listening To segment is presented by Coors Light. You don't have to be selling out stadiums to feel like you're chilling backstage. All you need is a Coors Light. Coors Light wants to make your summer more chill with limited edition Backstage 6-packs curated by some of your favorite artists. Because music plus Coors Light equals chill and amplified. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Coors Light is mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. So amplify your chill this summer with Coors Light. Choose chill, choose Coors Light. Visit CoorsLight.com/summermusic to see how Coors Light can amplify your summer, and be sure to keep an eye out on Coors Light's social handles and Coors Light Backstage 6pack.com all summer long for the drops. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Okay, it's time to get into the Cito playlist, where we each add 10 songs into our playlist. It's always going to be random every single week. You know, you never know what you're going to get with these three.
Yep.
So, Fran, why don't you kick us off?
And it feels that way for me for me completely. We start, because there's always like 4 to 5 maybe new songs that I like, sometimes less, sometimes more, that are put into the rotation. So then it's new stuff, and then who knows where it goes from there, right? So
a lot of the times I feel like I only have like 1 or 2 new songs, and everything else is old.
Yeah. I'm going... So my first one is Guess featuring Billie Eilish. Sorry, I go first in this one, you know?
Yeah, I have that too.
It's all right. You can put it on yours, but we'll just add it to the playlist once, you know? But I think it can go on both of our...
That's true.
It can be both of our choices.
That's true.
I also really like the Suki Waterhouse song, Blackout Drunk. That's a new one. It's very good. She's just so cool. Mm-hmm. She is really just so cool. And then I have Erase You, Mimi Webb. That's I think that's her new single. Her last album, which was called, I'm spacing. Mimi Webb's last album was called Amelia. It came out last year. Really loved it. I listened to it a lot. And there's some great songs on there. So she's putting out some new music, which is exciting. So that's on there. And then for just the time that we're in, you know, had some Mountjoy in the rotation. So I got Strangers, Mountjoy. It's a great one. Because let me tell you sometimes I also pull from my day list, because I love, the Spotify day list is great.
Yeah.
And today my day list is, it's changed. Sometimes it changes midday.
They sense your mood change, and they say
really
we have to change this.
Because
I think it changes multiple times. Isn't that the whole point of it? That's what mine's always different, like every few hours.
I thought it was like morning and night it changed. I didn't know
never
it like
really
changed it like
noticed.
mine changed at 3 p.m.
or whatever, like.
Yeah. So I mean mine just changed to Confidence Vintage Afternoon. It was like folk van life before.
That fit the vibe.
That really fit the vibe, which is why I then have She Calls Me Back, which is Noah Kahan and Casey Musgraves. Casey Musgraves also just added a couple new... She did the same kind of thing, like a deluxe album with new songs, which are great. Good Kisser, Lake Street Drive. Lake Street Dive, excuse me.
I have one on my playlist.
I always say Lake Street Drive by accident. It's Lake Street Dive. Good Kisser. Great song. It's such a... I've been listening to this song forever. Came from a recommendation from my friend Bridget.
Nice.
Who I believe got it from her sister. So that's,
wow,
make sure to credit
there,
the right person on that one, And we play it on the beach all the time. Joe loves that song too. It's a good one. There was a new... Then there's like a trickle of EDM when I throw some like dance stuff on here. So The Reason featuring John Newman's new Griffin song. I like it. Sometimes I need that when I'm walking to the gym or something. Like I need
to pump you up.
I need my steps to be like to a good beat. Hosier, Francesca.
Well,
I can't believe I waited this long to put this song
Right.
on my playlist.
Well, we're only like 4 playlists in.
I know, right? And then because I've been talking about it and I listened to it nonstop, and then I listened to it again on my way to work this morning, Defying Gravity from Wicked.
You have to.
I think that there will be a trickle of show tunes thrown into my playlist as the time goes on. So Defying Gravity is on there because if you go to the Broadway original is on Spotify, and that's like, it's all the Kristen Chenoweth with Idina Menzel. Oh, God, it's just so good.
Oh, that's a classic.
So freaking good. And then because I was in my show tunes, I was playing Defying Gravity, and then it just brought on other show tunes.
Once you listen to one show tune, then you're in a show tune mood.
Totally. And that's exactly what happened, because then my last one is You Can't Stop the Beat from Hairspray.
I was going to say, it's only a matter of time before one of us puts a Hairspray song on there.
Exactly. Movie soundtrack. Honestly, if I could do all 10 songs from the Hairspray soundtrack, I would. But You Can't Stop the Beat is closing it out for me this
just
week.
The best. I fucking love Hairspray so fucking much. When I watched that on the way to Fiji, and it never gets old for me.
I know.
I just absolutely love Hairspray.
It really doesn't. And it makes me laugh every single time. I mean, the way I laughed at myself when I commented on your Instagram saying, "You're on candid camera."
Oh my God, it's the best. And
You're on candid camera.
I remember exactly like how it said. I was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah, it just gets me every time. God, it's good.
Hairspray is so good.
You can't
It
stop
always,
the
for me, the show
avalanche
tunes
that
always
races
start,
down the hill.
it starts with Hairspray.
Yeah.
And then I'll venture to other ones. But it always starts with Hairspray for me.
Greatest Showman as well. Falls that one for me as well. But yes, those are my 10.
Nice. That's a good 10.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to start off with Hijack from A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky finally put out a new song. He's putting out a new album this week.
Oh.
It's not like my
Exciting.
favorite. It's not like my favorite A$AP Rocky song, but I like that he's putting out new music, so I put it on there.
Yeah, so you'll credit where credit's due. You make the list if you start working.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna tell him he's working being a dad.
Yeah.
You know? Like, but
Working
I
on music.
like his music, and I wanna
I like the end of it. It's like very calming.
Yeah, so I'm excited for his album. Then I have. Sometimes I like to bounce around on my not just read it straight down, but I'm going to add Girls, Dom Dalla. It's a good one if you want to get upbeat.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna add Essence, Wizkid, Thames, and Justin Bieber. I fucking love that song. It came out in 2021.
I don't think I know that.
No, I'm sure I can't sing it for you.
Yeah,
I would absolutely butcher it, and nobody wants that. But I love that song, so I'm adding that on there. Then I'm gonna add November Rain, Guns N' Roses. It's been rainy.
Yes,
and
we brought on the rain.
I thought about that. November Rain is one of my favorite songs ever, literally ever. So I was thinking about waiting until November, but I just couldn't. I mean,
that's far away. That's very far away.
Fucking great song. Then I'm gonna add "Stan" by Eminem because that's also a rainy song to me.
I feel like you can hear rain in the song. Or maybe that's just a music video.
No, you can. The rain is in the song, so it's a rainy song to me. So I put that in there. Then I have "Darling Nikki" from Prince. I love that Prince song. It makes me feel sexy sometimes.
I can't picture. I can't listen. Like I can't.
It fucking sucks that we can't play music.
I can't get that one either.
I'll play it for you after.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
again, you don't want me to butcher Prince. Like,
No,
it's
no,
just
it's
one of
so
those,
fair.
you know. So I'll put that on there. Then I'm gonna add Wildest Dreams, Taylor Swift, Taylor's version.
Classic, obviously.
No, don't make that mistake and don't put Taylor's version.
Oh, I didn't make a mistake. Fran didn't specify, so I
She
just...
did.
No, she didn't.
She 100%
I-
specified.
Let's roll the tapes.
No,
You roll the
roll
tapes.
the tapes.
No,
Roll the tapes.
Roll the tapes right fucking
No.
now.
I will.
No, roll the tapes.
I-
100%.
I'm
I
done.
would.
roll the tape.
I would actually.
find it.
I would
find it.
Okay, fine.
No.
What episode was that? What number?
100% last week on Wednesday. 100% she said Taylor's version.
Uh-huh. Yep.
We can roll the tape.
roll the tape.
Well, now we have to sit here and roll
Now
the
we
tape.
have
Well,
to.
well, Sarah, can you roll it on your end and then let me know?
Yeah.
Play it out loud.
I'll continue on. She 100% said Taylor's version.
Yep.
100%. So we'll throw that on there. And then my last one will be Can't Get Enough, J. Cole and Trey Songz.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
And that's my list.
Love it. Good list.
Thanks.
I just don't think this is back to the Taylor Swift thing. Like, I don't think you should be shamed for playing the
This
original
is
version.
taking away from my list.
No, that was a great list.
It is. And it's honestly
This is taking away from my list.
Yeah.
Like, guys, can we pay attention to my list?
It was a good list.
Fuck. Why don't you
And
guys go
also,
then?
yes, when the new version is out,
But
there's no reason to
but let's
listen
say
to the
that,
old
like,
one.
I fully support Taylor Swift, and I don't want Scooter Braun to make any money, and that that's all true. But what if I just like her original? It's still her. Like they're not the same exact thing. So maybe I like the original, but
If you were a real
come for me.
Well, if you were a real fan, you would listen to the Taylor's version.
I know, but I think
I
that
say
even,
it, Sarah. No.
You ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sarah.
I had downloaded on my phone, which I don't have many, but I do have a lot of Taylor Swift. So long live Taylor's version.
Boom.
Long live Taylor's version. Couldn't have said it clear.
It was very clear.
Couldn't have said it clear.
I knew that you did.
Yeah.
I was very confident. I was about to put my whole bank account on that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Put it all on the table.
No, literally
we are
put it
all
all.
in on me saying Taylor's version.
100. There was
Yeah.
not an ounce of me that even thought for a second that we were wrong.
Yeah,
like
no,
I was like, why are we even having this conversation when it was? She very clearly said it.
That was a reach. You thought
You
you
got
thought
me.
you had
And
you
you know
thought
what?
you had something there.
And you know what I felt like right there was just a little proof
Yeah.
of what that man does in that little corner when he gets so confident about something when he's so wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
So I feel
funny
good
because when
about
I was
that.
making that graphic, I was like, I guess I should put Taylor's version because people might come for her. But she didn't say Taylor's version, so
I mean, you
because
just
I had
weren't-
written
Oh
it
my
down
god!
as Taylor
So,
Swift.
Listening.
first of all, you won.
So first of all, he said he
He
would
would
have done it to help me, but then he didn't.
But then he didn't. And he
Because
said,
I was
he
like,
said,
I want to be
he
true
said,
to
you
what
know
you
what?
said.
He said, people are going to come for her, and I don't care.
he said
That's basically what he said. He said,
people are
gonna
come
for Fran.
I'm not going to do
and
her
I'm
the favor
not
and
gonna do
fix
her the
this.
favor. Even though
I said
she
it.
fucking said it.
I just had written it down like while you were saying it as Taylor Swift. I didn't write.
That's
so.
crazy. And look
Well.
what this all did. It took away from my list.
No, it didn't take away from your list.
It did.
It took
It
away,
did.
It took away from my
It
list.
was a good list.
Thanks. I
Well,
thought
make
it
sure you
was.
put
some
Wildest Dreams
with Taylor's version. And also
It'll be
put
hard to
some
forget.
fucking respect on the rest of my list. I really
I
don't care.
still think that what I said is true though. Like
What did you say?
no, like
He's
just
still
like
arguing the Taylor.
just that like
Oh.
you shouldn't be shamed for liking her original songs. Like it's still all Taylor in the song. And like,
But
oh,
it's
like,
just if you have the
is me
choice
playing
to,
one
but it's
song
if you
gonna-
have
You
the,
have-
if you
it's
are
the
given the
principle of the
choice,
thing.
No,
yeah,
I know.
it's just the principle. If you're
Yeah.
given the choice, why wouldn't you? Listen
Why
to
would
the
you
new
not
version?
want the one that is fully all Taylor and has nothing to do with Scooter Braun? Than
Now-
listen
It's
to the
still
one.
Now
the
here's the
music is
thing.
still fully all Taylor.
Here's the thing,
either way.
like
Yeah, but that's not what matters. You're still pressing play.
Scooter Braun gets a 1 penny from my stream. Like
here's
Yes.
the thing though. There are a lot of songs that she has not re-recorded yet, so people
Yeah,
are
that's
going
different.
to listen to those.
yeah,
You know, so.
But I think when the choice is presented
but
to you,
if there's a choice,
yes, like if
If-
the whole album is out, Taylor's version, that's what I'm listening.
if I played you both versions, would you be able to tell me which version's which?
yes,
For the older stuff, yes,
So then,
but for
so
some
then
of
it's
the
like-
1989 stuff, I can't. Not
It's like
so
if I
bad.
want to go back to when I was listening to Taylor when I was like 10.
No, it's
still
not that different.
It's also it's really not.
basically the
You're
same.
also making up an issue because you don't care.
Yeah. Also, you don't care about this at all.
Yeah.
You're just like trying to find something to argue about. Like 100%. You don't
100%.
care about this at
You're
all.
not
No,
like-
I actually do think it's stupid.
You're
but-
not listening to the old Taylor Swift songs anyway.
No, I would. I'll put Shake It Off. I'll put Shake It Off on the old version, but I'll put on both. I'm just
I can't
saying
believe
it's
all
dumb.
of this came and we didn't talk about my list that much.
We did talk about your list.
Kidding.
Okay. Should
All
I
right,
start with mine?
Let's hear your
yeah,
list.
let's hear your list.
Okay. I have a song called Trippy by Anderson .Paak and J. Cole. It's a good one. Clarity.
It's making me think of that. I mean, I actually wanted to do it with Noah because I thought it'd be so funny, but then I was like, by now he's probably seen
I've
the
seen it.
TikTok
I know what you're gonna
trend
say.
of the
Give me the
my
money.
and everybody claps. I was like, we should do this with
And then-
Noah, but at this point he's probably already seen
Right,
it. But I felt like we just did that with him naming one song and we didn't say anything.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
I almost thought like
Wait,
wanted
you
to
know-
look at you to be like, let's not react to a single song
should
he says.
we should do it with Marty because he 100% has not
You
seen
think?
it.
I feel like it's everywhere.
No, like honestly, like he's not like he's
No,
not like
he's not-
scrolling
yeah, he's
on
not
TikTok.
scrolling. He probably
often.
hasn't
Like,
seen it.
He's
Yeah.
not like a big TikTok scroller.
Yeah,
People
we
at
should go with
Barstool
him.
did it though, so I don't know.
No, he did.
No,
he
I don't-
definitely like
I
does
bet you
not
he hasn't
know.
seen it.
If he's coming to the office today, we should do it with him.
Yeah.
All of us.
Clarity by John Mayer. That's a very feel good John Mayer song. I'll
a
probably
good
play that
song.
on the plane today. Upside Down, Jack Johnson. Little Curious George action.
Upside down. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like a lot of this.
I wanted
was
to
in the
sing
Cape-
it, but I
was in
didn't.
Cape Cod.
I didn't want to be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
want to sing it, but love Jack Johnson. I have a Mount Joy song too because I'm trying to get in the mood.
Get in the mood.
Respect.
Get in
Let
the mood.
Loose.
Yeah. Good
That's-
one.
That's probably like out of all the songs I know, my favorite one.
Yeah.
Just Another Honky by Faces. Rod Stewart's
Wow.
band when he was younger.
Oh, cool.
You would know that. I mean, they're the song that's Ooh La La. That's them. Faces. You know that song? You know that song. I wish that I knew when I was younger. Like,
Oh, I wish that
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
what I
Same
know
album.
now.
yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah.
You had to be better.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't fully go in.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks.
I'm so fucking on your side today after that. Riled me up a bit.
Fool for You by Snow Allegra.
Nah, well, don't know that one.
I think you would know some of her songs.
You're so quirky and zany
Yeah.
for having songs that nobody's heard before.
Okay, sorry that you guys just
Sorry,
aren't
I'm-
tapped in.
No, I respect
No,
that. I'm
people
just
actually
kidding.
really do like
No,
your music choices. You do have good music taste.
All joking aside, you have
All joking
you have
aside,
excellent music taste.
One thing we
and
can't knock you for is your taste in
You
music.
have great music taste, and I do
And you guys would
appreciate.
like her.
No, and I like you putting us on to new music and
Yep.
other people.
Yeah. Do you know the song? This isn't on my list, but Drake's song "Do Not Disturb."
Yes.
You know the background loop, like
Yeah.
of like time.
Yeah.
Like that's her.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And that's the same album.
Oh,
That's
cool.
her song. Superstar by Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, great song.
Great song. I love that song.
That's a great song.
That's a great
I love
song.
Lupe Fiasco. People used to make fun of me here because I used to edit like a lot of sizzles here, and I would only use Lupe Fiasco songs.
that's
I mean,
Remember-
it makes
yeah.
her a
that's
good
a sizzle artist.
Yeah. And then I have Lake Street Dives version of "I Want You Back." They did like an album where they just covered a bunch of songs.
Yeah,
And
popular
great,
songs.
great cover. Do you guys know Cleo's Soul?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Song called 23 by her. She's really good. Nice, very good voice.
A vocalist.
Beautiful vocalist.
Beautiful vocalist.
A beautiful
one might say.
vocalist. What kind of music?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how you would describe her.
You can
Like-
name a couple
like
of genres.
R&B, like R&B,
Yeah, R&B.
Like soul.
Yeah,
I like that.
A beautiful
yeah.
vocalist.
Beautiful vocalist.
But more like, yeah.
Okay, check her out.
It's hard to describe music sometimes. Like when,
Yes, it
when
is.
someone hasn't heard it. And then my last song is actually not on Spotify, but it came out yesterday because Drake put it out. It's Up by Drake, Young Thug, and 21 Savage.
So I have to like.
I've been just
How are
nonstop.
you listening to these songs?
So that song, that link, like so Drake just shared like a random Instagram account on a story, and when you go to that account, they've been posting like all these like things, and then there's a link, and that link takes you to just like a page with it's 100 gigabytes worth of files, and like most of it's just behind the scenes B-roll of Drake, like over the past like 10 plus years, like as if like someone was editing a documentary, but it's just like the raw footage of him just like in the studio on his plane, whatever. He has there's one folder that's just 3 new songs. And this is one of them.
Can you
and you can download all of them.
Like,
so I downloaded the song.
You could watch,
put it on my phone.
that's what clips and stuff have been released from this. I don't click on links that I don't trust.
Never.
You know, so
Trust me, it's
I
fine.
haven't clicked on this link because I thought I was like, who's fucking
because
clicking?
I can send you- I
it's
have
like
the
whose
files.
Instagram account is this?
Yeah, like why am I clicking this link?
Yeah.
Like I don't trust that.
I'll forward you the files because I downloaded the 3 new
Okay,
songs.
so he's just
forward me
putting. Why is he putting this all out?
I'm not sure. Like this is like him slowly coming back from the Kendrick thing. Probably like
This is just his like. Why he's like,
like,
I'm just gonna put out all this
dipping his toes in.
footage of myself. But the videos and stuff of him in studio, that's like what's wild to me because I'm like, that's.
A lot of it is really funny because like
Wouldn't you want to make a documentary out of those things and like make money off of it? Now you're making no money
what if
off
I
just
make a
putting it on the
documentary out of
internet.
He's probably just like whatever, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
But it was funny because there's a lot of clips of him just like in the studio vibing to his own music.
Well, he's making.
And it's
He
just-
should like the music
Yeah,
he's putting out.
I mean, if you don't like your own brand,
Or just like
Yeah.
like lying on the couch and it's
vibing to his own music.
random.
He's got to like his
But
own
have
music.
you listened to the song?
No, I haven't listened to
Oh,
any
you
of
haven't
it.
listened to it?
No, I haven't listened to any of
she
it.
said
She said I'm scared
but
to
I
click the
sent you
link.
She didn't click the
but
link.
it was an Instagram video that I sent. I sent the song to you.
Oh, I didn't click it.
Yeah.
I think you sent it. We were at dinner.
Yeah.
think you-
Really good though. Really good. It was like because I was like Team Kendrick. Like I'll admit it because he won the
Oh,
beef.
you wrote.
I was like, I'm back. I love
Yeah, okay,
Drake
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Like,
We were at dinner. I didn't listen to it.
It's like it'll get you
I'm gonna
up
listen
out of
then.
your chair.
damn.
This just made me
Can
realize.
he put it out like for real?
Let me just say that this just made me realize I only put 9 songs. I had a 10th song.
Did you say this? So
I'm
we'd
gonna
be talking about your list to end the.
No, I
Yeah.
just
Oh, you're like, let me show them.
No.
Now no
Let
one
me
cares
show
about my
Noah.
list.
Noah's
No,
gonna do his list. And I'm gonna say, you know what? I actually have one more for my
no,
list.
I didn't mean that at all.
Let's bring it back to my list.
I honestly just got distracted and I just never read my 10th song, and I also forgot to read Guess
You
because I
did,
thought
yeah.
I read it, and I'm so sorry. I got all confused. Okay, I pulled a muscle today.
Yeah.
Oh, leave me alone. Telekinesis, Travis Scott, SZA, and Future.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Everyone, tell Rhea how good it is.
Yeah.
no.
Great list. Great
I was
list,
kidding.
great
I was
list.
kidding. It's just, your wrongdoings sidetracked the list, and then I forgot to put my 10th song on there. My 9th and 10th because
Yeah.
I didn't even read Guess. I got all fuzzled. I got all confused. All right, that's the Cito playlist.
That's our additions this week.
I have seen people, by the way, this is very, like, because there's so many songs already on this playlist of,
Yeah.
like, should we make it, like, a month by month or just make one giant playlist?
Now, what about if we just there's one master playlist where it's all of them, but then what if we separate them by person?
Oh, like, but I feel
But
like
then
the
there's
cool
Chicks
part
in
of
the
it is,
Office.
I like
it
the
kind
cool
of
part of it's
bounces,
all
like,
blended.
if you
so
put a
But that's what I'm
shuffle-
saying. But I'm saying don't get rid of the master one. But if
it'll still be, I don't know. It'll still
I mean,
be
there's no way. Like we're adding 30 songs a week. Like it's
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So how do you, like do you do a new playlist every single week?
I was gonna say like maybe by month, but like, or we could just keep it big. I don't know. If it was like Cito's September, Cito's October.
Yeah,
like,
maybe by month.
that would be.
Yeah, we could talk about this off air
Yeah.
and figure it out. All right, that's the Cito playlist. So a while back when Sabrina Carpenter did her collaboration with SKIMS, people were like, oh my God, how's she working with SKIMS? Did she have to get permission? Oh my God. Sabrina Carpenter talked about this and she said, no matter what people are saying, everything that I've seen her tackle, she's done with so much grace. The post about me having to ask for permission, no, she's one of my best friends and we grab dinner or text and catch up like you would with your best friend. So I feel like, yeah, like that, like I think people forget that Taylor Swift is like a human being sometimes that has best friends, and like how you would text your best friend or go to dinner with your best friend and bring something up, like that's how it works with her. It kind of sounds like Sabrina Carpenter has respect for herself and for Taylor Swift in the terms of like, no, I don't need to ask Taylor Swift for permission because like I am my own person, but also I do respect Taylor Swift and like how she handles everything with grace. So like,
right,
Taylor's not going to tell her like, no, you can't do this.
Right. And also, like, she's my friend. And,
Right.
Like an actual friend. Not like not a fake friend. Real friend. I'm so over, like, this being brought up to Sabrina. Like, it's like, yeah, okay, we get it. She did the SKIMS campaign. It's over.
It's also...
and they've had no issue. It was not a problem.
It's very clear they're best friends of the sort, so, like, who cares?
Yeah. Like, they're totally fine. It's not a big deal. It must be tiring, though, you know, like, because once again, like you said, Taylor Swift is a person and she is friends with all these people. But, like, if you're friends with Taylor Swift and you're a public person, like, you do an interview, you're going to be asked about Taylor Swift. No matter what.
Right. No matter who you
like,
are, what you're doing.
Yeah. Not to, like, even skip ahead to all the Blake, like, all the ends with us stuff. But even I've seen so many questions, like, of Blake being asked about Taylor and all these different things. And,
well, we can get into that.
But
because
it's just, yeah. I mean, I just feel like Sabrina's got to be like, look, we're good. That's it.
Right. Let me be.
I don't know why. It keeps feeling like they're trying to stir up to get her to say, like, that there was an issue or something, and there just wasn't.
Yeah, and even if there was, I don't think they would say it.
Yeah.
She has a new smoothie at Erewhon, and it never ceases to amaze me, the Erewhon prices. For people
Sabrina has a new smoothie?
Yeah, it's short and sweet. It's called, it's $23. For people who don't know, Erewhon is a grocery store in Los Angeles, and it is so absurdly expensive.
Yep.
And the smoothies are like $20 to $30.
And the
people
people
are like,
pay them.
and
the people pay it.
The people pay for it, but also they put out the ingredients online. So it's like people are like, okay, so we could just like make all these at home, you know? Like, you're giving us the secret ingredients to make these $23 smoothies that you're selling, you know, where if you bought a bundle of the ingredients, you could be making multiple, you know what I mean? You can make one every day of the week.
What's in hers?
I don't know exactly. I saw a picture of the ingredients.
Oh.
It's like...
Did it look good?
It looked delicious. All of their smoothies look delicious.
Yeah. Was it pink?
No. It was a bit blue, actually.
Oh.
I will find the ingredients for you.
I kind of thought... Well, I guess Haley's was pink, right?
Yes,
So
Haley's
they probably
has like a pinkish
probably want to
red.
mix it up. Maybe she's got some like blueberries or something going on in it.
It's blue with some strawberries on the top.
Ooh, see, this is my thing. I am a consumer at heart. I will consume, I will pay, I will buy, and that looks delicious.
If I was there, I would try it, but it's not something like I fucking love a smoothie.
Yeah.
A lot of smoothies I think taste better when you make them at home. But for a little treat,
disagree.
Really?
A smoothie made by somebody else tastes so much better than a smoothie made by my own person.
You really?
Yeah.
I can say that confidently. Anything made by someone else is better than what I would make.
Well,
I actually firmly believe the opposite about a lot of things with myself. Like, I will go, and maybe I have false confidence, or maybe I just trust my food so much.
I have a lot of confidence in yourself as a chef, which is not.
I know.
Like,
I really do. Like, a lot of the times when I go to an Italian restaurant, I think a lot of it's delicious, but like, I am that person. We actually had this conversation when we went to eat in Chicago. Will Compton made fun of Marty so much because he said we ate something and he said like Rhea makes these like even better, and Will Compton was like, "Oh, does Rhea make everything better?"
Yeah,
and like, I appreciate that he, you know, stood up for my cooking there and was like, I genuinely believe he wasn't just saying it. And I was like, you know what? Like, I don't think you're just saying it. I believe it too.
Yeah.
Like, I do think mine tastes better. I put love and care, you know?
So does a restaurant.
Yes, they do. Of course. I'm not saying restaurants are bad. You're acting like I'm saying the restaurants are bad.
No, I'm not.
Of course a restaurant puts love and care into their food.
Yeah.
That's, you know, their livelihood. But they're also making a lot of the same things all night long. Think about it. I'm only making 2 dishes.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for me to put my whole heart and soul into a lesser dish, you know?
What's the best thing you think you make?
Should I take out my menu?
You have a menu?
Yeah, I always add, when I make something new, I add it to my menu on my notepad.
How many items do you have?
To your resume?
I add it to because it's like when we're thinking about what we want to eat for dinner, I'll be like, oh, let me take out the menu. What's so funny about that?
These are all the things that I can make.
Print it out. And like,
It's just good to
Marty
know. Like,
orders it.
I like to write down all the things that I make so
Yeah.
I can remember. Because sometimes I'll make something, and then I'll be like, I'll forget how good it was that I made it. You know, and then I have to write it down. I'm trying to think.
What are the
best-
specials tonight?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh shit. That is funny. I made a brown, this isn't the best thing I make, but I made a brown butter sage sauce with raviolis the other night, which was really delicious and super easy. Like incredibly easy to make. I mean,
Homemade raviolis.
homemade raviolis from Cangiano's Market. I didn't fucking roll them up myself. I do have a cookbook that one of my friends gifted me that is just how to make all homemade pastas.
Yeah.
And I've made homemade pasta before, but let me tell you, when you're coming home,
It's tough. No, that's
when you're
tough.
coming home at 5-6 o'clock and you want to make dinner,
No,
you're not like,
rolling
let
out,
me
you're not
fucking roll
fucking
up some
rolling out
pappardelle.
linguine. No,
like,
no.
like that would be like
No.
I'm not doing that.
No.
But
No.
I like the homemade pasta at Cangiano's in Jersey City. They
They
have
make it with love.
they make it with love.
No, they definitely do.
Oh, guys, you can mock me all you want. Sorry that I like to put love and care into my food.
I'm not mocking you at all.
Any kind of
I think I'm just waiting to have dinner.
you know what? I thought about
Like,
this the other
because
night.
I feel like all you do is talk about how great of a chef you are, great of a cook, and then
know
Marty's,
who you are.
Marty's reaping all the benefits. I want a meal.
to be honest, I feel like you're booked and busy sometimes,
You're
so I'm
Will
like, oh, I
Ferrell
don't want
in
to bother
Step
her.
Brothers. where he, like-
Excuses.
No, it's not an excuse. I truly
Ask.
feel that way about you.
But sometimes it's like, just ask. You're not even asking. You're just assuming.
I know your schedule. I know that you're. I know the days that you know what I mean. Like I know what you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
all the time. So like, a lot
Yeah.
of the times, if we
No, I know, but
you're booked and busy.
You're Will Ferrell and Step
I'm
Brothers.
just
where
waiting.
Like, would you-
he needs
I
to
think
sing.
Noah and
Here's
I
my
had to
question.
have to come over full blown
no.
food critic
Here-
and
Go-
and go to
fucking
town.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do a
know.
whole Chicks in the Office
Would
video.
Marty's
That's what
have
I'm
more
saying.
love than mine?
What do you mean?
Like
What,
in it.
Noah?
would I put a dash?
Like,
of more love?
are you putting the same effort in for me that you put in for Marty?
Of course.
Because I feel like that's
his
your
is-
argument about restaurants. Is
No,
that, like, they're cooking
here's the
it
thing.
over,
If
like,
when you come to my home,
No. Oh, Noah.
no, I know you're asking. I get what you're asking, but 100% because if you are coming to my home and I am cooking for you,
Yeah, no, you
I
want
want
to
you
show
to
off.
go, wow.
Yeah, 100%.
We should do. I'll do it. I'll do fucking appetizer, main entree, and dessert for you guys. Come
would
on
love it.
over. We'll do a whole video. You could judge the whole thing. My question to you though is like on a Monday night, if I invited you over, you're not coming to Jersey City.
100%. I
Oh,
would if you
maybe
said if you were
Oh.
making the number one item on the menu.
Yeah.
I'm coming over.
Oh, I
Bring
just-
out some fucking dessert. Maybe those cookies you make. I'm coming
Oh
over.
my God, that's so sweet. I just figured that you wouldn't.
No.
On a Monday night.
Let's
Like, I
also
just-
forget that I don't cook. So if somebody's not cooking for me, I'm barely getting fed.
You know what?
You know. So if Joe's busy that night, he's not cooking. I'll take whoever will cook for me.
You know what? I will invite you over in the middle of the week. I just
Yeah.
figured on a Monday night you don't want to travel to Jersey.
Oh my God, I could care less about that.
I actually got these ceramic dishes in London, ceramic bowls. Only 2 of them. I could only fit 2 of them when I was going back. And I made just a classic.
Good, like possible.
Yeah, it's a really good
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
I made just a classic spicy rigatoni the other night, which is, it's very simple. It's a classic. Like, I really think anybody can make spicy rigatoni.
Yeah.
But the way it looked in these bowls, I just thought it looked so fantastic. And I did think about, I was like, oh, I think Fran really, really enjoyed this.
Oh, that looks delicious. Those bowls are so pretty.
They are really pretty
They
bowls.
are really pretty. Yum. That does look good. I mean, I'll eat whatever pasta you make me, that's for sure. That looks delicious.
Yeah, you know what I also make? I make really good lamb chops. I make a good sauce with the lamb chops. Let it,
I have to say,
Wait, I was never honestly.
not a big lamb chop gal.
Here's the thing: you need to be cooked the
Yeah.
right way in the sauce. I never
My
had
dad makes insane lamb. Like my brother said, like my whole family loves them, and they're good. It's just,
not your forte.
yeah. I don't know. Lamb chops are not. They're just not for me.
Damn. Okay, so we'll take lamb chops off the menu for you.
Anything, to be honest, anything like with any like bones. You know.
Oh, you don't want anything. I make really good ribs too.
Yeah. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah,
You don't want to deal with it.
yeah.
Okay, well, guys, hey, I'll invite you guys over.
Amazing.
We'll do a little. You can rate the whole thing.
Great.
Do we want this on camera or off camera? Like off and then talk about it on the podcast?
I think we could probably do a little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, fun. You know what I'm doing in a couple weeks from now, the end of August, we're going to this place, Hudson Table in, I think it's Hoboken. Yeah, Sarah knows what I'm talking about. And chefs like compete with each other and you taste it and like judge them.
Love
so we're
that.
going to do that.
Love that idea.
As just like a little date night. So
That's
I'm excited
great.
about and like I was like,
I
are
love
they
that
good
idea.
chefs? Are they like me or are they chefs?
No,
you know, but they're actual like
yeah,
chefs going
yeah,
to do it.
yeah.
Like I was like, it's not like I'm going to like.
And there's just a sense of competition there. Like you want, like you're serving your best because you want to win.
Yeah, and I'm excited to taste it. That'll be a lot of fun.
That sounds amazing.
Okay, guys, we'll figure out a night, and you guys will come to my home, and I'll cook you guys delicious home cooked meals.
Thank you.
I'll send you guys the menu and laminate it. I'll print it out and I'll laminate it for everybody in the group. So
I don't know. I can't believe we got here from Sabrina Carpenter's
for
Erewhon smoothie.
for dessert, Sabrina Carpenter's Erewhon
perfect.
smoothie.
Yes, thank you.
Served right up for you guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Moving on to the It Ends With Us.
Yeah.
Premiere. What's going on with Justin Baldoni? People want to know. Now, there's been a lot of speculation because Justin Baldoni has not been like seen with the cast at all for any of the press. He was in the hospital and sick in June.
Mm-hmm.
So people thought that maybe that had something to do with it. But since then, I think he like went on vacation to Sweden with his family. So people were like, okay, well,
Yeah.
he's clearly okay if he went on vacation to Sweden with his family. And now he's just not seen with the other cast members. Now, I've seen a lot of theories about this because his character is not supposed to be a likable character.
Right.
Right? Like there is a lot of, you know.
Totally. But I will say,
So
I think a lot of people have obviously read the book, so they know that. But there are plenty of people who haven't read the book and are probably interested in the movie. And to me, I don't really know if I buy that. Like if like I've seen the comments of like, well, he's playing Ryle and they don't want to glorify his character and like all these things that I feel like they're trying to justify him not being with the cast. But you have villains do press for movies all the time.
Right.
With the other cast members.
Yeah. So I'm not
and I don't know. And he's the director of the movie. Like I maybe it's because he is the director and it's like a lot of times, you know, the actors do press paired and all those things and maybe like the director does stuff on their own. But I mean, he is director and actor. He is directing and he is also in the movie. So I don't know, because it just feels like there is such a like camaraderie with the rest of the group that's all doing press together. I don't know. It could be deliberate. It could be like, hey, you know, we're separating this out via pair from the movies and, you know, we're doing these two together with their younger selves because that makes sense. And Ryle's on the outside.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still find it to be a little bizarre that the three of them wouldn't be doing stuff together.
Yeah, I think that the theory isn't really, I think people are like putting together a theory that they want to believe because they're like, why else wouldn't he be there? So otherwise, I have no fucking clue. Like, there's not one picture of him with the rest of the cast at the premiere. I don't understand why. It's not making sense to me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They were all just at the premiere. They didn't take they didn't take a giant cast photo.
But even
or did they? Maybe they did. It wasn't shared anywhere, but I didn't see it at all.
Even if there was problems, wouldn't they just like bury it and be like, let's just take a fucking cast photo? You know what I mean? Like they even did that for Don't Worry Darling. They were even posing with Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde for Don't Worry Darling, and everybody knew about the drama behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then I saw a story, not SKIMS, but not Fat Post on her story that somebody said that like Blake had unfollowed Justin on Instagram. Now, who like this is where it's like, do we know for sure she was following him in the first place? We don't.
Yeah.
Or at least, I mean, I don't. But I do think that like it would make sense for her to follow him, you know? He follows her. But now she doesn't follow him. I don't know. Something's a little fishy.
It's so crazy how the internet can pick up on these things. Because I
Yeah.
gotta be honest, I would have never thought twice about Justin Baldoni
Totally.
being photographed with the group. I was just paying attention to Blake Lively in her outfits all week.
I know.
I never even thought twice about pictures of Justin Baldoni. And then the internet like puts it together, and I'm like, what's happening there? I would have never thought about that.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is in in respect for the story and what happens in the story and everything that they don't want them like all together. I don't know. I just feel like they're at a premiere for a movie that they all made together. He's the director. It would not be crazy for the director to be, interacting with his fellow actors.
Co-star and director.
Yeah.
Like not just director. Co-star and director.
Yeah.
Now, as for Blake Lively and her outfit, she wore a vintage Britney Spears dress, and she looked incredible for the premiere.
Amazing
like,
dress.
so good. Vintage Britney Spears. Really just phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. And the casting of the younger Lily and her.
Oh, spot on.
It's spot
actually
on.
Crazy.
The side by side of them at the premiere.
I know.
I'm like, holy fuck.
When at first I was like, does she really have that mole there? Because they got the little birthmark, little mole on the exact same spot of their face.
I
was like, is that thing real?
Here's the thing. If you're casting and this young woman comes in, and she's got the same beauty mark in the same spot, exact space. I like to call them beauty marks.
I do too, actually, and for some reason, beauty mark, the term just escaped me when I literally have a beauty mark on my face.
Yeah.
And that is normally what I refer to it to.
Right.
And
beauty mark.
It just escaped
Which
me.
I think is a beautiful way to sum it up, because people, when you were younger, used to make fun of moles because of Austin Powers.
Totally.
They'd be like, moly, that whole thing. And I didn't like that. So a beauty mark is like, that's beautiful. That's a part of you. That's a part of your body that maybe nobody else has. But in this case, they do have. You have yours there. I have one on my nose, which
you do, but it's not.
It was more prominent.
Yeah.
It gets covered by my makeup often.
Right.
When I'm just like putting foundation on.
Right.
And like sometimes if I wear makeup or not wear makeup.
Yeah, but it's not like super dark.
No, it used to be darker. And when I was just a wee gal on a photo shoot when I was younger, we were eating lunch. And one of the guys said to me, "Oh, you got a little dressing on your nose."
Yeah.
And I said, "Nope, that's a beauty mark."
Yep.
I was embarrassed.
No,
I
believe
I'm not
me.
embarrassed as an adult.
That's a classic little kid chirp on the.
It was an older man.
Older guy, but you know what I'm saying? Like they.
Yeah. He actually thought I had dressing on my nose.
Fair. I'm thinking like that was like, oh my God, you got something on your face.
Right.
And you're like, I know. It's
right.
That is
a chirp. Yeah. So beauty marks are a beautiful
beauty
thing.
mark for sure.
But casting, she comes in, she has the beauty mark in the same spot. They say, I don't give a fuck about her abilities. That's Blake Lively.
They're like, damn, I hope this girl can act.
Let's put her in some classes.
Yeah.
Because she looks the part and that's all that matters. Yep. I truly think that's what it comes down to a lot of the times.
Yeah, I mean, they nailed it. And Blake keeps raving about her too. So I think that's great. But the dress was awesome. And, Blake posted on her story a little ode to Britney. And then it caused speculation because it was just announced that they're doing a biopic for Britney.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not think that this was Blake's like hint at playing Britney. Let me tell you something. I love Blake. Love Blake. Adore her. I think she's amazing. I just like she joked about on the carpet. She was like, I don't really know if that's like my role. I would kind of have to agree with her on that.
Oh,
I don't envision her as Britney Spears. I don't know if, and I think, Blake joked about it too. It's like, that's probably not her role. I just envision someone who like, I don't know. Maybe Blake can sing, but I don't think she can. I'm not positive on that. I
also would imagine it would take place when Britney Spears was younger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like Blake Lively is.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. I mean, if it's based on Britney Spears' memoir, it's it's all of her life previously. So
yeah,
it would make sense in that way for sure. And I think they would get somebody who can do like everything.
Yeah, probably somebody more unknown. Because
Yeah.
when you play someone like Britney Spears, but if you already have a big name attached to yourself, then people might not see you as Britney Spears.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they tried to emulate that for Lily Rose Depp. Maybe they would give her a chance to actually be the real thing.
Maybe. You think, I don't know if the Idol would really sell it to them.
That was
No,
such a
I mean,
bad show.
I don't know if it would either.
Yeah, I don't think
But
maybe the execs aren't watching the
Yeah.
Idol and being like, that's our Britney.
no, I know. But I feel like the one thing people did say about that show was that like she was not bad, Lily Rose Depp.
What about Florence?
I didn't
Pugh?
watch it at all, so I actually
I
have
can't
no
see
clue.
Florence Pugh as Britney Spears.
No, I'm thinking my age estimate on that casting is like
Riley Keough.
19 to 26.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like the range I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You can get away with like they do it all the time in TV and film where like they'll be like 35 playing a 20-year-old. You know, like
No, I know, but this is I feel that way when you're playing like a fictional person. Like this is
Yeah.
a real person. So it's like, oh, these things were happening to Britney at age 19, 18. Like I
Yeah.
think sometimes it's harder to sell.
I mean, I think Timothy
That's-
Chalamet's playing like a young Bob Dylan. He's like definitely older than Bob was.
I could see,
Yeah, but Timothy Chalamet looks like he's 12 years old.
yeah, I could see
Does
like
he?
a,
Like sometimes, yeah.
I could see like a 25 and younger playing
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too.
That'll be,
Maybe they would get multiple Britneys.
Yeah, that is true. That'll be an exciting
know?
casting whenever that does happen.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Britney Spears will have a lot to say.
Yeah.
She's probably going to be a big part of picking who it is.
Definitely. But I don't know what else is going on. I think, and now it looks like Justin Baldoni is just doing press on his own. Like he's like, I've been checking his Instagram. He's like, press day and he's just doing press on his own. So I don't know. It could be literally nothing. And fans are just making this up out of thin air, but it is a tad bizarre.
They could be seeing all this going, wait, what? I didn't
Yeah.
even realize we were doing anything wrong by not being photographed together.
Right.
So I'm excited to see the movie, though. I really am excited to see it. Blake said that the rooftop scene Ryan Reynolds wrote, and she said that everything she works on, Ryan works on. Everything Ryan works on, she works on.
They're just, what
I love
what
that.
a great team those two are.
Yeah, they're a great team in all aspects.
They really are. We're seeing a lot of them right now because of the two movies, and I could not be happier about it. Like sometimes it's too much, and it's not. When
No,
it's
because-
not for them.
It's not because they don't give it to us year round.
No.
So to be able to get all this right now, we got to take it in while we can.
Totally.
So we love that.
Totally.
Last topic, Whitney Port talked about a weird paparazzi instance with J-Lo, which is not surprising at all.
No.
She said there's a popular ice cream spot in the Hamptons that people much enjoy, and so much so that J-Lo got the paparazzi to photograph her outside of the spot, but she said J-Lo never even went into the ice cream store, which adds up to me. But I'm also like, why does J-Lo want to be in the paparazzi so bad?
Yeah.
Like, she's been there her whole life. She doesn't want to break from the paps.
It's a vicious cycle. And I think she's just stuck. She doesn't know any other way to live. You know?
She's addicted to the limelight.
She is. So Whitney and her husband Tim have their podcast. They said they were setting up paparazzi shots in the Hamptons. There's, like you said, popular ice cream place. She was seen, and like it's funny because you can see the pictures. Like here are the pictures of her riding her bike, like on her way. And her husband said that J-Lo did not even go in and was, quote, just there for the exterior shot. He called her behavior weird and said the 55-year-old was addicted to attention. Whitney said she agreed with the diss. She added, that's her vibe. She's popped up everywhere. Her continually looking hot in cute settings is what keeps the machine going. And she's totally right about that.
Right. I mean, I guess J-Lo feels like she has to keep her name out there to keep this J-Lo business going.
Right. Now, here's the thing.
She was spotted with the ice cream.
I'm looking at this picture. She's got ice cream in her hand.
She does.
Did somebody just go in and get ice cream for her?
Which then to me is like, what's the point of the story? I had the same thought because I'm like, well, if somebody went in and got the ice cream for her, she's still eating the ice cream. Is she trying to say she doesn't get her own ice cream?
Did they just see her? Did they just miss her go in to get ice cream?
Right. Maybe they didn't see J-Lo walk in and walk out to get ice cream, but she has ice cream in her hand in one of the photos.
Right.
But then it was a different outfit.
But it's in a different outfit.
Yeah.
So this is probably a completely different day.
Could be a different ice cream store.
This one was photographed by. This one's a backward photo. The other ones are another one. Here's Lopez picture riding her bike on July 24th. And I mean, there's multiple pictures of her riding her bike in different outfits. So it seems like these are maybe all different days.
Breaking news, J-Lo eats ice cream.
Yeah.
She will have a lick of some gelato.
Yeah. But maybe not on this specific day she went to get the ice cream. Because she is in a completely different outfit. So that seems to maybe be the situation.
These could not even be the paparazzi shots they're talking about because I don't see an ice cream shop in any of the photos.
Right.
I don't see a fucking ice cream door in any of the pictures. I just see J-Lo on her bike.
Well, it's like, all these pictures are, she looks beautiful riding in like these dresses on her bicycle. So
yeah, I wouldn't be riding a bike in those dresses.
No.
But that's just J-Lo's, casual outfits.
No. Did you see Ben's haircut?
Yeah, he's rocking the divorcee. The recent haircut. The leather jacket, the haircut. It's very much I just got divorced from J-Lo.
It kind of feels like he's trying to already prep and set people up for the image of like, I guess he's playing Hulk Hogan.
What?
Yeah, did you see that?
What?
He's playing Hulk Hogan in I don't know what the hell it's
Huh?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan killing Gawker film in active development.
I'm confused.
I think he's actually playing him.
What?
But it doesn't actually. Maybe it doesn't say. Oh, it just says they're developing it.
So he's just signing on to.
They're doing the whole. Like it's about the Hulk Hogan Gawker story. But it sounds like he is in talks to maybe play him. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the movie titled Killing Gawker will focus on pro wrestler Hulk Hogan's legal battle with Gawker Media. Even though Gawker is no longer up and running, its story is sure to ramp up attention as Affleck's film comes to life. Affleck and Damon will be who is in the movie. The cast has not been announced quite yet, but the Hollywood Reporter writes that Affleck is, quote, circling the role of Hogan.
What? Why? This is what he wants to sink his teeth into?
He wants to play Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
And the movie's not even in production. It's just like Ben Affleck, his dream. He's like, I want to play Hulk Hogan.
I want to play Hulk Hogan. I want to play Batman.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, but I think
He's
this
just
is
like a child.
He's just like a little kid who's like, I want to be a WWE wrestler. I want to be a superhero.
I think him cutting his hair like this might be his audition.
Maybe.
Like he's like walking the streets to be like, hey guys, look at my mohawk now. I can totally be a wrestler.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Speaking of the Hamptons though, with J-Lo, I'm sucked into Bethany Frankel chicken salad TikTok. Have you been sucked into Bethany Frankel chicken salad TikTok?
She's trying chicken salads?
She's trying a bunch of chicken salads and I'm like unfortunately locked into it.
Honestly, that's a great tour.
Like people are just bringing her
especially
chicken salads.
In the Hamptons
like,
too. Like
no, but now people
fresh.
are bringing her stuff outside of the Hamptons from just a Hoboken spot, like other places. And
everybody wants Bethany to try their chicken salad.
Yes, and let me tell you, I eat it up every time. And like honestly, like a lot of times it's like a little gross. Like she likes chicken salad all over her lips and stuff. Like
I mean, chicken salad's not a clean thing. Like it's not an easy thing to
honestly,
eat
this is
in
her
a
thing.
ladylike manner.
On her TikTok in general, when she eats, she just has stuff on her face and her lips, and it's almost like I can't look away, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh. But I also can't stop. You know, like I'm like, I can see the chicken salad in your teeth, like smacking against your mouth, but yet I'm intrigued enough to know what you think about
really
chicken salad.
you're watching them for multiple reasons. It's not just for the review of the chicken salad.
I'm grossed out. I'm intrigued. Right. I love chicken salad. It's not just the chicken salad when I'm talking about her eating. She eats a lot on her TikTok. And a lot of the times I feel like it's messy. I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like it's messy and like it's like I can't stop though. You know? It's usually something that would gross me out, but I'm like I can't look away because there's something, and I don't really love when people like eat and talk on camera, but I guess it feels like there's something so real about it you know, because when you eat with your friends. And I'm like, why do I feel like Bethany's talking right to me while she's chowing down on some chicken salad?
Well, she looks directly in the camera. It does feel like she's talking directly to
right.
you.
And it's like, I'm like, you know, I've never watched any of Bethany Frankel's TikToks until recently. And now I'm like, is it the fucking chicken salad that's got me captivated? Because I love chicken salad. I want to know the thoughts.
That's what ropes you in.
Is the fucking chicken salad. Yeah. Maybe
now I'm intrigued because it makes me think like, where's she going to get the best chicken salad?
Well, there's a spot in Hoboken that has really fucking good chicken salad, and she was like, this is excellent. And I was like, yes, I know this is excellent. I was like, I've had this chicken salad before and I forgot about it, and it reminded me. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have this soon. I'm reminded about the chicken salad. You know, I love a good chicken salad, crunch, the celery, the whole thing. You know,
chicken salad's delicious.
Yeah, it is. So
that's a great
she was
one
talking
to
about
pick.
the Hamptons.
As far as like picking a food and
taking a couple bites.
Yeah. Like picking a food and being like, I'm gonna try all the different chicken salads or whatever. Like chicken salad is a good pick.
It is.
Compared to like, I'm gonna try all the whatever, you know, different types of foods.
It's something I haven't seen done before.
Right.
Chicken salad.
Right. I mean, some do that with pizza.
Maybe she'll move one bite. Everybody knows the rules. Maybe she. Have you ever seen those videos before?
Yeah, she's doing it with chicken salad.
Maybe she'll move to tuna salad. Maybe she'll move to egg salad.
Macaroni salad.
Pasta salad. There's so many different avenues now. She's opened it up. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them. All right. That wraps up the topics.
Coors Light aims to bring drinkers to the chillest place in music, Backstage. Coors Light is leaning into the fascination people have with riders, the unique and unexpected must-haves the artists request for their backstage green rooms. Coors Light has partnered with some of your favorite artists, including Lainey Wilson, LL Cool J, and now Mountjoy, to create custom six-packs curated by these artists that include their backstage must-haves. The Mountjoy pack includes 6 items, including a Fender mini amp speaker, a signed Mountjoy vinyl, and of course, Coors Light. Keep an eye on the Coors Light social handles to see what else is included. There are 15 packs available, and the first drop is on National Vinyl Day, which is Monday, August 12th. So check out Coors Light Backstage Sixpack.com and the Coors Light social pages for more details. All right, everyone, we are here at Red Rocks Backstage right now with Matt Quinn and Sam Cooper from Mountjoy.
Yes.
I mean, Coors Light is here. We're all here. It's just, it all makes sense. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Did you think you'd be back on our show so soon?
Right?
Yeah. Yes, I was hoping.
Yeah. Well, we were just saying you guys have had such a big summer, and it kind of all started with Mountjoy.
Yeah.
It did. It was that day on.
It
I feel
kicked
very
us off.
close to the rocks right now.
You
What
are.
I mean?
You're
Like,
right
you can
next
just,
to them, yeah.
touch it
It's
the whole
very,
time.
what do people do? Grounding.
It is.
You know?
It feels nice.
We should all step on
You
the
feel that
rocks.
difference?
Yeah.
It does actually feel really
Right?
nice.
It's like,
Whoa.
We should
You
all
get a
put our
little
bare
nervous.
feet on the rocks and
step
ground
around.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Should we?
I don't know. That's what people
At
do.
the
They
end-
say it's great for
Yeah,
you.
right. It's like
Maybe at the end.
stepping.
Everyone doesn't need to see our bare feet the whole show.
No, but
Yeah.
it's like stepping onto grass with your bare feet. you
Let's
know?
end the interview with that.
Yes,
Perfect.
we'll all
Okay.
step on here with our bare feet.
Perfect.
And then we'll blur our feet so people
Yeah,
have to pay
because
for that.
no free
Perfect.
feet
Yes.
pics. Come on, guys.
I feel like one of the coolest things about Red Rocks, like as an artist at least, is you come into these green rooms for the first time and you're like, whoa, the rocks are like built into the green room. So this is a cool like behind the scenes.
It's incredibly cool. That's why
Insane.
we were so excited. They were like, we're going to do the interview backstage. Like, wow, this will be probably our only time to ever be backstage at Red Rocks.
Exactly. So if you are listening to this podcast, I would head over where you can watch it because you're going to be actually...
You're missing out.
You're looking at the rocks and you're also looking at all of us.
yeah.
And
Right,
our feet
it's-
soon.
Yeah. Stay tuned for our feet
Yeah.
at the end.
It is
Fast
a
forward.
really cool it's a really cool venue. You guys have played here before. This is now 5 and 6, right? You guys are playing here?
Yeah, we're playing tonight and tomorrow night. It'll be
Yeah.
our 5th and 6th
Crazy.
show
does
at Red Rocks.
it ever get old? I mean, now you guys are like salty vets, 5th and 6th time.
No, I don't think so. I actually was listening to, we have like a recording on Spotify and everywhere you can get streaming, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But of our first one from 2021. And it's so crazy to think that we did it 3 years ago because I still feel just as like butterflies and like, it feels the same each time. I don't know. It's just such a, I don't know. This is way too like pun intended, but such a big mountain to climb that I feel like every time you're at the bottom, you're like, holy shit, how did I ever do this?
Well, it's a wild drive up too. It's like a slow drive, and you can see the rocks in the distance, and you can kind of.
Do you guys think that's like what makes this venue so cool? How do you feel about Red Rocks? Like what makes it so iconic to you guys?
We do these meet and greets a lot, and everybody always asks like, "What's your favorite venue?" It's Red Rocks, like every single time. I think it's just like this open air. You're on top of a mountain. You're overlooking Denver. It's really hard to describe if you're not here.
Yeah,
I know that's a terrible thing to say.
Sorry, everybody that's not here.
You're really missing out.
But it's just like 100-year-old crazy venue on top of a mountain, and I don't know how else to describe it.
I kind of love when you were like plugging your live performance. You said blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm not going to say where you can find it. You were like, yeah, blah blah blah, wherever you can listen to it.
I don't even know anymore. Like I don't know. I guess there's really only Apple and Spotify and YouTube, I guess. But
Everywhere you can listen to music.
yeah. See, you guys
Be
are so
proud
good.
of it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
What-
super proud of that. Actually,
What do you guys
genuinely.
say?
Everywhere you listen to podcasts.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go.
Everywhere you get your music.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
say blah
there you
blah
go.
blah wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like I don't know. It's you guys have been back now touring these last few months. Did you take a little bit of a break at a certain point this year?
Kind of.
Yeah, like
A
in
little?
the beginning of the year, we were able to get like, I don't know, the breaks are like you start making the next record, so it feels like that's what we did for a little bit in the beginning of the year, and then we've just been touring since like the spring for the most part.
How have the shows gone? You think great ones?
They've been great. We went
Yeah.
to Europe in June. Europe's always a little weird, but
It's no Fiji.
no.
I mean, of course, but
Just the fans in Europe are great. The UK, they're kind of odd, but our London show was amazing. I'm not shitting on
Shade for the
no, I
UK.
would kind of.
Well, no,
I would
okay.
actually love
I
to
love
know.
London.
I
I
would
wanna
love to
know-
know more details
No, okay,
about that
so,
too, because I think it's so. I don't know why. I don't know if it's our own bubble. You
Mm-hmm.
feel like sometimes, and I mean, you guys have a massive audience, but it's like you don't really think of people in other countries sometimes being. You're like, oh, you listen to our music.
Well, that and like the way that they listen at live shows here, people are jumping up and down, singing along, freaking out, and you can like feel the energy.
Yes.
But there are certain places, particularly in the United Kingdom, I think, where they're very polite and they're great fans, but they're just kind of like, and they're enjoying it, but they're just kind of looking at you.
We have a game later on where we're going to play Would You Rather, but I didn't add this one, but I was going to ask, would you rather a super rowdy crowd, or would you rather, like maybe they're singing
golf
along,
clapping.
but they're screaming at you, but they're also singing along, or would you rather like politely, like they're nodding, but they're not really singing along, they're not yelling, but they're really polite about it.
After every song, they go like this.
And they're smiling. They're smiling. They're enjoying the show.
Yeah, for sure. The really rowdy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do certain songs is the only downside. Like when we're making a set list, if we know it's a Friday night in like Philly or Chicago or a place where they get their drink on, it's like you can't do the like whistling, slow, sad man on acoustic guitar thing because people are just going to be like, they're too turned up for that. But that's the only downside, I would say. And we have some of those songs that we love, but at least if there's like a turned up energy, it's like really what you're doing when you're, not to be too woo woo, is like when you're making music and trying to like capture an energy, capture a moment, and like go with the crowd and have this sort of spiritual journey. And it's so much easier to do that if you have a starting point of like, okay, everyone's really excited.
Yeah.
Like let's just lean into that.
Right. Where do you think is the rowdiest?
I don't know.
I feel like it depends. It's so
You can name a
night
couple.
of the week dependent.
Yeah.
So true.
But like a Tuesday night show is a totally different experience in New York City than a Friday night show in New York City or a Saturday night show in New York City. But like honestly, like there are certain cities in the States at least that are just drinking towns. Like I think of Philly, I think of Chicago, New York City gets its drink on. But like LA doesn't really. Like they're like, they got to wake up and like whatever, do whatever they do in the morning. But
Yeah. Go to yoga.
No,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's even true sometimes for. I mean, not comparable, but even some of the podcast shows that we do, where what's like a Wednesday night in a certain city, like we're like, guys, you guys are wasted. Like, are you
Right.
good?
yeah. Well, that's
But
awesome.
that's like a fun part. It kind of becomes part of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It
I think
does.
of them, we talk about them as like fishbowl shows where
Yeah.
like everyone's in the audience just kind of like staring and we're playing music and it just feels like people are just watching
It's
us
like a
as
TED
opposed-
Talk.
Yeah, as opposed to this like interactive thing where like it allows me to jump around and be stupid.
Yeah.
We played Georgia that one time. It was before some SEC football game. It was like a Friday night.
Oh yeah, that sounds
in
like a recipe
Athens.
for disaster.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Good
No,
disaster.
yeah.
Everybody was like absolutely just plastered.
Right.
But it
And
was,
all of a sudden you're a fan of like
Oh,
wherever you
yeah.
are.
It was
You're like,
awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
into
I'm like
it.
doing a dog
Right,
thing.
you're
yeah,
like,
he's barking and shit.
Go
Yeah.
Bulldogs. Like,
Yeah.
we're in. We're
Totally.
in.
It was amazing.
Where are there any specific spots in Europe that you were like, that one was weird?
God,
Like,
Europe's about to get it.
no, okay. I'll say this. We did Amsterdam,
Okay.
Brussels, Paris, amazing. There's just a couple places, honestly, in the UK that they were great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
like, they're
yeah, yeah.
amazing and
It's
they're
different.
super appreciative of the music and they're super respectful, but it's just a different
Yeah.
vibe where
Americans
it's
are
just
just not as respectful, you know? That's just.
Did you do meet and greets in Europe as well?
I don't think we did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would be interesting
Yeah.
to find out, like, when did you start listening? How did you find us?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like Fran said, like they're probably really polite about it.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
And this is, I've told this story so many times, but a bizarre family trip that we went on. This was years ago, but we love Hans Zimmer. And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
we went to a Hans Zimmer show in Zurich. And we got there and it was in like a closed arena and, you know, full orchestras, the coolest thing ever. And the lights and the like all the soundtracks of all the movies we know and love. Everybody sat in their seat the whole time.
Yeah.
And a song would end and it was just like clap, 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 clap. And we did not like the first song, my sister and I were like, woo! Like we cheered.
It's just a different
Yeah.
experience.
And
yeah.
everybody turned and looked at us, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Uh-oh, okay, this is
You're like,
not
this is
people
not the
aren't-
vibe."
Okay, we don't do this. We're just gonna sit here
I don't- yeah.
politely and watch the show. Then
I don't know where that comes from though, because they have like, you see like the, you know, they call it football, but like soccer hooliganism.
Yeah.
Like you see that they like get down. Like,
Yeah, they
but then
do.
like music
They-
starts and they're not into it like that.
And they get really rowdy at their pubs.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like an
like they
opera
know
thing.
how to party.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just a
100%
respect
they know how
thing
to
where
party.
they're like very respectful
Yeah.
of the music, which is great. It's just such a weird freaking way to play music to people where
I
they're
just don't
like,
want to be respected.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disrespect me
Yeah.
while
spit
I'm
on
on
me. Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, spit on us, Europe.
It's really what you guys are asking for.
being- yes. Yeah.
How
Keep all of that. Yeah. We want Europe to spit on us.
Yeah.
The
Took a
entire
turn, but
continent.
yeah.
how has it
So
been
many
working
jokes
on
going
new?
on.
Yeah, how's it been working on new music while you guys are on the road?
It's hard. It's hard to do. I know some people, like I've heard, I know like, I think Zach Bryan and like some of these people are able to like even record stuff like on the road. But it's hard. Like
I don't know
Yeah.
how they do it. Yeah.
part of it is I think that like, and this is, I'm sure they do this. I honestly don't know what these other people do with their sets, but like we're changing our sets up. We're adding like different covers. We're kind of writing our set as we go. Like even today, like this morning, there's a text thread going around. Like I really want to do something we've never done before. We have some stuff lined up for the weekend, but it was 2 nights. So it's like right after this, we're going to go try to learn a song and see if we can put it in the set. And so like, you know, I know a lot of the bigger production stuff, like it's just like the same set for the most part because they have certain lighting cues and stuff like that, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. But I guess if you could get in a zone where like, you know exactly what you're playing a week in advance from that show, then maybe you could like have the mind space. But I think for us, we're so focused on the show itself being its own living organism that it's hard to do.
Yeah.
How do you feel when fans are like, please put out new music, please put out new music, but at the same time you're touring, you're busy, like you said, it's a little bit harder for you guys to kind of find the time to record that, but you also want your fans to know that you have new music.
Yeah, I mean, I think we road test new songs, so it's not like we're like hiding new songs. We're trying them out live and seeing how they work. But yeah, it is one of those things where I'm like, it takes time.
Yeah.
Give
Right.
us some time. We've just been touring so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. And I feel like people respect that. Do you have a song or have you tested songs on stage that you think people are going to love and maybe they don't, or the opposite where you're like, we're not so sure about this one and people just go nuts for it?
I think all of the above, but I think more it's just the process. Like you forget when you haven't played new songs in a while, and I think we'll play a new song tonight. But like,
Cool.
but like that,
Great.
yeah. But that it's hard. Like it's like you have this thing in the studio. That's one thing, and you make it, and it's like, you know, I don't know. Like you guys do a kind of, you guys do a live-ish thing. You've done like, it's one thing to do something and then it's like but it's nothing to be able to like edit it or like overdub something, and then when you do something live you listen back to it, like, sounds way different. So there is a whole process of like the first couple times you do it being like, oh dang, that's not, it gets so much better over time when you learn how to do it live and stuff like that. So
how do you measure whether or not you had like an amazing show, or it was like, that was good but we can do better? Like, what's the feeling after?
I think you just know, like, you guys probably know when you like are funny and like have good, I don't know, you like, you know, when you have a good podcast, like you just honestly, you're playing guitar, you're like, you're like the other night in Minneapolis, like I just completely bombed. I don't know, I had like a mental space. Really? I just lost the chords, and I was like, when you walk off stage, you're like thinking back, you're definitely like, well, I bombed that Bug Eyes thing, but
I'm also staring like directly into the sun.
Thinking about it more than anybody else is, right?
Though. Well, like, always that. I
always
think,
that.
Because I'm always like, I screwed up that freaking.
Right, but everybody
nobody knows.
Fucking amazing
Nobody
time.
knows.
Somebody knows. I always think there's like some guitar player out there who's like,
oh yeah, Sam sucks.
If he's coming to your show and just judging whether or not you hit all the chords.
But if there's like 7,000-8,000 people there, one of them is probably the guy,
and probably better than me at guitar.
Yeah.
Probably like,
I'm sure, but you know. Yeah, they comment on like the show photos, like, great show, but
very dissonant chord.
Yeah. I really noticed that one moment. What has been like the biggest reaction? Because I know you guys do these mashups and all that kind of stuff where you're playing covers and intertwining it with your own songs, which is really cool. What has been the cover that you think has gotten the biggest pop when you've debuted it?
I mean, like, well, debuted it, I don't know, but I know, like, we used to do Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, and we do all these things sort of like occasionally, but and I just remember doing it at Lollapalooza.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like, of the mashups, that was like the high watermark, just time and place, like everyone was singing along, people like, it just felt like, wow, this is really working.
It had the massissive crowd,
and that's like the best feeling. Like I always think about like a comedian or something, you get this immediate feedback. There's like everyone's just like belly laughing. It's like, you're like, I'm on fire.
Yes, exactly.
I'm the best person ever.
Dumb and Dumber scene.
Yeah. Just everything you say.
Rip
So
a fart and every
It's like, this is amazing. How do you guys decide on covers? And you're just kind of jamming and playing along, you're like, let's try this, let's try that, because you know, you guys are all over the place when it comes to what you throw in those mashups. You know, like you said, Gnarls Barkley, sometimes it's Taylor Swift. Like,
I mean, like Matt said earlier, we have a text thread with the band where we're always just constantly throwing ideas. And even last week we had a few days of rehearsals in Nashville, and we just trying things, and we tried a bunch of things, and a lot of them didn't work, but a few of them we think did. Hopefully people like them. But yeah, I think it's just like trial and error, and you know, you get 30 things and one works. So.
Right. Do you guys like sharing those on social as well? Because I know you guys will sometimes post when you're trying a new cover, doing things and posting it. Is that just like, you just hit post, you're like, oh my God, I really hope people like this one?
I feel like less so now, like in a good way, like where it's like, I feel like at first we didn't have that many of them, so it was like the element of surprise is gone if it's just like, oh, they're gonna do this thing in Julia, and we're like, we're gonna do this thing. But now we have a few of them to where it's like, we do try to change it up, and it feels a little easier to like share stuff, I think.
You guys are out in Colorado now. We're all here. We know that there was a first pitch thrown out.
Matt did the first pitch last night at the Rockies game.
I wasn't nervous until I saw the field, and then I told everyone, I was like, oh my God, I have terrible butterflies right now. But it went fine. It was closer than
fine?
I thought. I think it was a 7 out of 10.
Wait, we got to paint the picture a little bit. You threw it to a dinosaur mascot, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but this is really funny, and I've thought about this internally and like laughed out loud this morning when I thought about it. So I'm sorry.
Just here,
I'm sorry, Dinger. Dinger is the name of the mascot.
Okay.
And when I got there,
he's a dinosaur,
and he's essentially Barney, but with a baseball vibe,
right?
Gotcha.
With a twist.
Yeah. And when I got there, he was super or they were super nice. I don't know what. I don't know if it's a guy.
I think it was a man.
The mascot was really nice.
Yeah.
The mascot was really nice,
Yeah.
and we went.
Don't
to,
know Dinger's pronouns. It's fine.
No.
Yeah. They, them, he, her, like all of it was really nice. And so we like did some practice throws, and I was nervous, so I made some stupid joke about like maybe I should just like throw it terribly so that we get to go viral or something. I realized like mascots don't really talk. I've had this experience twice now. And I immediately remember like, oh, this person's like probably not allowed to talk, so I'm just like talking to myself.
What was the first
right now.
experience?
The Union game.
When have they ever talked though? They
Yeah.
don't talk.
Yeah, I know.
ever.
Well, this is my bad.
Sorry, it's back to
I
dinner.
don't like hang out with.
Yeah, here's the thing. I totally understand where you're coming from with that. Like
Yeah.
you're talking to them, you're expecting them to
Right.
respond, and then you are instantly reminded, wait, no, they're
But
in
sometimes you
mascot
think maybe
form
they
right now.
talk like maybe you talk to some certain people. Maybe you don't talk to
Well,
the
no
kids.
one else can hear this conversation, so it is
Yeah.
silly. that
Also,
he-
it's like I don't hang out with many mascots, which is
Fair.
my own bad. Like I wish
Fair,
I hung
yeah.
out with more. I hope I get to hang out with more. But anyways, it was really funny because he was kind of like, or she, I don't know, didn't respond. Didn't respond, and then I was like, there was an awkward pause, and then out of the dinosaur just goes like, please don't throw it hard.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Okay.
Oh my God! Like,
It was insane. Like I couldn't see how he could see the like because he has a
Mm-hmm.
mitt and he's catching, but like his head is enormous.
Right.
And I couldn't see how he was like.
you would think
seeing-
there's a lot of cushion as well.
Yeah.
The full
So
costume.
then did
just
that
in
get
case you did throw it hard?
Did that get in your head?
Oh
Were
my
you like,
God.
oh my God, now I have to switch. I was planning on throwing a hard strike
Yeah,
here.
you're like,
now
I'm
I
throwing a
gotta-
heater in.
A little bit, but then when you see the way they set it up, like I've seen other people's where like the person goes out to the mound and like you're pretty far away where like you would have to kind of give it some speed
Some
to get
power,
it there.
yeah.
But then the way this one was it was like they didn't let me on the mound, and then he was actually in front of the plate. So it's like I'm throwing it like 8 feet to this guy. So if I threw it hard, I would like wound the dinger.
Yeah.
So I totally get it. And I also understand that like he probably can't see anything.
Right.
I'm just gonna like hit him in his face. So I deeply get it, Dinger. I just thought it was really funny that this dinosaur was like, please don't throw it hard.
That is so funny. Why didn't they let you on the mound?
I don't know.
That was like the one rule, but they didn't explain.
They were
it.
like,
Yeah.
he doesn't have it.
Yeah, they probably took one look at me and they were like, "There's no way."
We're gonna
That's
bring it
amazing.
in. It's like when you're playing like intramural softball. They all right, everyone, come on, bring it. Oh, look at this guy,
Inch up,
bring it all
inch
in.
up. Were you totally relieved after though? You're like, oh, I did it. I did
Yeah,
the first
I
pitch.
like-
It's over.
Yeah, pretty
It's a
much.
good pitch.
It was okay. Like I really wanted to like nail it, but it was like a
You
little
couldn't.
bit.
He said, don't.
Yeah, exactly. He threw me off. She threw me off.
Yeah.
They threw me off. I was all thrown off.
And you made it through.
Made it
Why
through.
were you the one who threw it?
I feel like it was a confidence of pitch ability.
Yeah.
Fair.
Did everybody feel like he would throw the best?
Look,
Pitch?
I have a great arm.
So why didn't you throw it?
No, I would have been so nervous to throw to a freaking dinosaur, dude. No, I'll let Matt handle that one. That's good. Fine
You're
with
like,
that.
Get the
We'll
pressure.
just-
You're like, well, if I don't do it, no one can say I did it bad.
Right. I also enjoyed watching it. It was the whole
Right.
thing was
Yeah.
hilarious.
And then you could just sit here and tell us you have a great arm.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
We'll
You
never
guys,
know.
You don't know. No idea. Yeah, you'll never know.
You never know how many other opportunities you could
Oh,
be
God.
throwing
Yeah,
out.
Next
the
time we're
first
throwing
pitch.
to a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And let me just say, thank you,
The bank
Dinger.
could call and it's like, hey, the Phillies want you guys to throw.
Oh my
you know?
God, yeah.
Then you have
Right.
to do it.
Then.
Oh,
Right?
But then I feel like you would
Yeah.
throw to like the catcher, not the fanatic. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Sometimes
nowadays.
you never know though,
Sometimes
because you
it's the
think, and then a
mascots.
lot of times it does seem often the mascot is involved.
Yeah.
My
I think-
fiance just threw out the first pitch at the Cubs game, and it was the mascot.
Yeah,
So
but
it
they
was
let
the
him
mascot?
stand on the
Yeah.
on the mound.
But I've seen like at Phillies games, like Real Muto will like catch it.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
know. It must be a low key what they don't say. Just they're just judging whoever's throwing the first
Yeah.
pitch. Like they're like, we'll give you
He
the
gets
catcher.
the mascot.
Yeah.
Well, you get the mascot. You get an actual
Oh
catcher.
yeah. If
you
I
know?
was like Noah Khan, it would have been like the first baseman for sure.
Oh my! You guys just
through-
played. Yeah, you guys just played Fenway, which is I mean, so cool. How is that? How is Fenway? What's it like playing a baseball like stadium? That's got to be a different feeling.
It's pretty. It was just funny. It was
Yeah.
just like silly. I was laughing the whole time. It was just because you're in like left center field,
Right.
playing to Fenway. I don't know. I just The whole
That's
thing was
awesome.
It was great. Don't get me wrong.
I think even in my brother and sister were there, and they said the same thing. We're just like, they were like, we're just in the infield. Like, this is how are we allowed to be standing out here?
But we watched Noah's set. It sounded good. Like the sound was great. The lights were good. Everything was great. So
yeah, it's something
That's
I feel like it's
incredible.
different when there's concerts at a baseball field or just a totally
Yeah, but
different
everyone
experience.
says it's an amazing experience. Like
Yeah.
I've never been. They've done them. You know, they do them
Yeah.
all over. But I've never experienced.
Jonas Brothers Yankee
Yeah,
Stadium.
I was gonna say Jonas Brothers Yankee Stadium.
How
That
was that?
fun.
I was there, obviously.
yeah, was it good?
Yeah, it was awesome. But it's just like, it is a funky experience because it's also like, if you're not, it's so big where you almost feel bad for maybe some of the people, because you don't realize if you pick a seat on the, like, I went both nights, but the first night, we thought our seats were amazing. Terrible. Terrible. Couldn't see a thing because we were just like, we didn't realize we were just kind of like lower level, almost behind the stage.
But you can hear the brothers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, thank God. But
Yes.
you know, you never know.
You can hear the brothers.
wherever you could hear them. But
Yes.
you know, I want to be up close. Of course.
What was better, night 1 or night 2, set list wise?
They did the exact same show.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Okay.
They probably write songs on the road.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, they might.
Did they do the exact same show? Where am I? Is somebody talking?
It sounds
is
like
this
there's
TV on.
There's some noises.
There have been honestly
is
the
it
whole
coming
time
up?
I've just been tuning
Yeah.
them. I'm
Go
like,
with it.
I know.
It's the spirits.
the rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
The spirits from the rocks. We have a game
okay,
of
yes,
Would You
we do.
Rather.
Oh, let's
so
do it.
Let's
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah.
It's very, you know,
Band edition.
yeah, band oriented. We were going to ask you pop culture questions, but you know,
so
we
ready.
still don't.
Let's
I know.
go.
We were like,
do
we're
you
gonna
got?
quiz
maybe
you guys.
we'll read headline after we do Would You Rather. Maybe we'll read headlines and ask you guys to fill in the blanks of the names of who they're talking
Okay.
about.
Love that.
We'll do
Yeah.
that after, but
Okay.
let's do some Would You Rather first. First question. It's on theme. Would you rather perform at an outside venue in the pouring rain or inside, but you know the weather outside is just gorgeous?
I feel like that's a good question.
inside,
I think
right?
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
wanna
because
get-
outside in the pouring rain, it's always this thing where the band is covered, and then you just look out, and your fans are just like sopping wet. You know, you're like, oh, no.
Like you might be rocking out, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
great.
That's nice that you guys are covered.
Usually, or otherwise you can't do it. Like the electricity on the stage
Yeah.
gets a little weird.
You guys aren't,
Yeah.
aren't
We'd rather play
doing
inside.
like the Taylor Swift pouring
inside
rain
it's,
shows.
it's gorgeous
Right.
outside
No.
though.
No, that was crazy though. The Taylor Swift thing was.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
plays
She
in the
does it
pouring
often.
rain. I don't know. She seems to love it. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Immune, I don't know.
I'm not. I would not enjoy that
thrives.
experience at all.
She thrives. Or,
Also, because I feel like all of her equipment's probably broken afterwards, but they're like all new equipment.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably
would
that is
break
true.
us.
They could definitely
Yeah.
do that. Okay, specifically for the band Mountjoy, for each of you, would you rather switch places for a show as a drummer or as a keyboardist?
That's easy for me because I'm not a good keyboard player, so
Okay.
drums. For
think
sure. Not that I'm a
drums.
good drummer, but it's just a little more intuitive, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could hold a beat, but there's no way I could play the keys at all. There's like that would be terrible.
But keys are so
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
like obviously we're jealous of Jackie. Like,
I know
we-
Jackie's
like,
the coolest.
I could do that.
It would be a huge step down though if I
Yeah.
played instead of
Fair.
her. Yeah.
Like for the sake of the audience, we won't
Visually,
take that one
audio,
over.
everything would be
Yeah.
way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go down.
would you rather fly first class everywhere, but you stay in the dirtiest hotels, or would you rather have to drive everywhere, very long distances, but you stay in the nicest hotels you've ever seen?
Give me the car ride in the Four Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's not a big flyer.
Yeah, I don't even really. I'm not a big plane guy.
Okay, fair.
Something about it just doesn't make any sense.
You
to
do
me.
know a lot about planes.
I like have become.
Maybe you know too much. That's why you're afraid.
Hey,
Yeah.
Potentially.
No.
Right, you're in too deep.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just in deep. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
Right. You have Boeing Google alerts on your phone. And
Bad,
everything.
and I've had some weird things happen to me on flights, and then I'm if it's like
Okay,
a
you're a little paranoid.
yeah, if it's like a 6-hour drive, I'm driving it.
Yeah.
If it's like above that, then I'm
Yeah.
probably flying.
Then you're fine.
I'm the
Okay.
same.
Give you the Four Seasons.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you'll probably have this same answer then if you're, not really a plane guy, but when you're on tour, you can only choose gas station food or airline food. What are you picking?
Is Wawa a gas station?
Yeah.
It is?
I would consider it a gas
consider
station.
I don't know. It's tough.
There's
Wawa is a gas station.
it is a gas station.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And I mean, it's just such a top level. Then it's like the easiest answer
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Why would you
Okay,
ever
if
not?
you-
Why would you
Wawa
ever?
has
You know,
great
Wawa has
food.
great food. So
in the spirit of the question, like truly dirt gas.
yeah, I'm
station
talking like
food.
middle of nowhere. It's the first
you're
gas
like-
station you've seen in 300 miles.
You have to ask the guy if you can eat this, and he's like,
Yeah. Yep.
"You can eat that." Yeah.
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 Like, how long has this hot dog been rotating?
In that case, airline food, I think.
Okay. There we go.
But I'm not excited about it.
Yeah. No. So fair. You
I feel like
shouldn't
gas
be.
station though I can put together like when we were touring in a van, one thing you learn how to do is like you kind of have to do that sometimes. So you learn how to like I'm gonna get some almonds and this one weird hard boiled egg, and like all of a sudden you put together a little like the weirdest meal of all
true,
time,
yeah.
but it's like kind of
yeah,
good.
But it works
that's
for
what
you.
we
That's what they call girl
I was
dinner.
gonna say
Yeah.
that's what we call girl dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather an amazing voice, like the best voice you've ever heard, or be able to play every instrument?
Well, I already have the first thing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, I think play every instrument would just be so cool. Yeah, if I could
think
just pick
so,
up
too.
like
Yeah.
a didgeridoo right now and be like,
Yeah.
Right. And every instrument's like, it's so broad. It's like every
yeah,
instrument.
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
That's kind of like if, being able to speak every language almost,
Oh my
like that's,
God,
I just think that'd be the coolest thing ever. Okay. This will be the last one. Would you rather hate your bandmates and be like insanely mega globally successful, or love your bandmates and you're playing to maybe 100 people?
Ooh, that's a deep
Yeah.
division. 100 people.
It
is,
has to be dramatic.
well, I can say
Has to be a
this.
big plunge.
I can say this, which might be interesting to your listeners, is like 100 people in the music industry, probably up until like 500 to 1,000 people, is like a negative amount of money business.
Yep.
So like you're doing it for the love of the game at that point, and you're losing money probably.
Yep.
So I think the other one makes you super like it's a really good business, but you hate everyone. I guess honestly, the second one, but the longevity of that would be like maybe a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Maybe.
very
Yeah.
quickly run out
Right.
of money.
Right.
You love your bandmates, but you would start looking for new ones.
No, I'm saying I would do the
what you're saying,
the world tour,
Yeah.
like the whatever, we're the biggest band ever, but like knowing that probably this is a cop out answer. Like
Yeah.
probably I'm going to quit that band and join the band that I
Right,
like
right,
for
right.
100 people,
Yeah.
but not
You're like,
rich.
Once I
You're
make
gonna bank all the money.
Once I get all the money from the world tour,
Yeah, exactly.
then I'm out
That'll
and I'll
fund
play
the
with the
shit
guys
tour,
I
yeah.
like.
It's like how
It's a puzzle,
many
yeah.
years or months can I deal with people I hate the most,
Right.
bank all the money I can, and then just do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally that. Exactly
yeah,
that.
that sums it up.
Yeah.
All right, that's Would You Rather. Now I feel like we should do a little pop
Let's
culture.
Okay,
do
let's
it.
see
Yes,
what's
please.
let's see what's going on in the world.
Do some
I'll
headlines.
start with because we're deep down here in the rocks, so it's surface is not fantastic, but there is a potential big divorce brewing between Jennifer Lopez and
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck,
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
so
Nice.
that maybe that
Oh, I thought we were
was a
gonna
little
ask, like-
easy.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
brewing or is it? I thought they like sold the house.
I saw
No,
him
it seems
slam the
it's
door.
brewing.
Have you seen the house?
Yeah, he bought a new house.
insane.
It's
Oh my
it's,
God,
It's
I
not
can't
good.
even wrap
He's
my
got
head
a mohawk
I'd
now
be scared.
too.
Yeah, but was
him.
that for a role or something? I saw that.
Apparently, he wants to play Hulk Hogan.
He wants to play. So he cut his hair.
They bought him and Matt bought the rights to make the Hulk Hogan Gawker story
Oh, I
into a
see.
movie.
Matt Damon.
oh, the
Not
sex
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
No, right.
His pal Matt Damon.
Yes.
And allegedly,
But the Gawker
he
story
wants
is
to play.
What is the
Hulk.
Gawker story? The Gawker story is the
The Gawker story is when they like.
Didn't he, like, film his
they
friend-
posted his.
Right. Okay.
It was a private thing. that-
Private-
of
private
Hulk.
parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
we know this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think you guys just like lead on the act, like we
I-
don't know, but you
No,
do know.
I watch your guys' show. Like obviously, I know a lot about pop culture.
All right, let's do another headline. This one is from page 6.
Okay.
Blank accidentally wore her underwear inside out during It Ends With Us tour. Can't do that to Versace.
It Ends With Us is a movie.
Yes.
But it's also a book.
Context
Was
clues.
a book.
Context
it's a movie.
clues.
It's a book.
Yes.
The
Turned to a-
star of that movie, I can kind of see the image
Yes.
of her, and I know who this person is.
Maybe you've
You
seen her in
totally
other
do.
things.
She's blonde.
Don't give any context clues.
I don't know.
I think you might get there.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Is it Hillary Clinton?
Yes, nailed it. She is the star
She's
of Events
blonde.
with us.
No, it's. It's like Scarlett Johansson or something, but it's not.
One might describe her that way. Yeah.
Who we got? What is it?
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively.
Oh, she's a musician. Is that? I missed the whole thing.
Nope.
No, she's starring it. It ends with us.
We were just trying to get there
And her underwear was
from it ends with
inside
us.
out?
And her underwear was
Allegedly.
How do we
inside out,
know that?
allegedly.
I'm not quite sure. Okay, here's one. Why fans think Selena Gomez and blank are engaged?
Benny Blanco.
Nice.
See, there's a music
had that
aspect
one.
to that one. I thought maybe you guys would be aware.
Yeah.
This one I do
that's a good
not
one.
think you're gonna get.
Okay, wow. I'm gonna sit up.
Yeah.
You might shock me. The new face of Dance Moms reboot says blank is not speaking to her.
Okay, that
The
one.
new face of Dance Moms.
Do you know what Dance Moms is?
No, but I like love the idea that the moms are dancing.
No, the moms are like stage moms to their daughters dancing.
That's way more depressing.
Yep.
Daughters.
Unfortunately, it's not a bunch of dancing moms.
Dance? Are they like their kids dancing? I'm
So
assuming?
the kids are dancing. So this was an old show. They're making a reboot, and they send their kids to this dance class where the teacher is so fucking mean.
Oh wow.
Abby Lee Miller. Have you heard the name?
No, is that the?
That's what that's the name in
Okay,
here.
fuck,
So
okay.
it's an older show, but they're bringing it back.
Is it Abby Lee Miller?
Oh my God! What did I just say that?
Damn.
You got another one?
Kourtney Kardashian offers new glimpses of her and Travis Barker's baby named blank.
I have no idea.
What would they name their baby? They would name
I
their
thought this
baby.
one could be fun. We'll just throw out some guesses of what Travis and Kourtney named their baby.
Can we get a male or female?
It is a boy.
It's a boy.
Yep.
It's a boy.
All right, Travis Barker.
I feel like it wouldn't be too crazy.
It's not.
It's not like an
It's
Elon
not.
Musk.
You know,
kid.
it's not
super
like
crazy.
It's not like
Okay.
Grimes and Elon Musk naming
Right.
their baby like symbols.
Right.
Is it like?
It's a lot of
Steve?
names.
Not that normal.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like
It's one you hear and you might be like, it's actually on theme.
Yeah.
In this room.
In this room? Is it Rocky?
Really?
Yes.
Is it really?
Oh.
I know. If we were going a little longer there, I was gonna say, I was gonna throw out. I was gonna throw out.
We know
I do
everything.
I do like the name Rocky.
It's a good name.
It is a cool name.
Last one.
All right, let's do it.
Blank will host the new game show, Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? You just tried looking at my screen there. You looked down and you went like that. You said if I could see the graphic.
I have to have you come sit here and realize how physically impossible this is.
So bright over
I
here.
know.
All right, wait. I want to say it's like Travis. Is it? I want to say it's Travis Kelce.
Yes.
Is it Travis
And
Kelce?
you're correct.
And you're correct.
Dude.
And you
You're
would be correct.
correct.
You
Wow.
saw the graphic on my lap. You saw the
Yeah.
red
Well,
Chiefs.
I have like a number of mirrors and I can
Yep.
do it.
Yeah.
There it is. Travis
Let's
Kelce.
go.
Yeah, Travis Kelce.
New game show. Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? I'm actually excited for this show.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
He's doing it all, huh?
Love them.
Yeah.
He is. He really is doing it all. Okay, I think that we can wrap it up. Although I do want to say,
Can we, or
there
are we
was.
gonna put our feet on
Oh,
the ground?
true.
We gotta take our
Oh
shoes
my god, we
off
gotta take our
and-
shoes off.
yeah.
Okay. Last thought though, which is just a sentimental moment for us to share because we're all chatting today on the day that Nick Foles has announced that he
Yep.
will be retiring as an Eagle, and I just think we should all have a moment to
Yeah,
honor that.
he's got a long arm.
Yeah. Big
Yep.
arm Nick.
But yeah, Nick Foles gave me maybe the greatest moment of my life.
Yeah,
And that's not
I was
hyperbole.
gonna say you are married.
That was a good day as well.
Yeah.
Also a good day.
Yep, it's up there, real close, neck and neck.
Ingrid's probably gonna watch this. That's a different category of life.
Yeah.
But no, it was truly great, and it came out of nowhere. I mean, what an underdog story. He is the best.
Yep.
They should retire his number.
Yeah, he's going to retire as an Eagle.
So I
as he
actually
should.
know that they kind of soft have.
They did, because no one's worn
Josh
9.
Sweat, this is deep. This is for like maybe for a different podcast,
Yeah.
but he
AWL's here.
but he someone tried to change to 9 this offseason
Yes.
on the Eagles, and he's now 19 because they told him he couldn't be 9.
See?
It's all
I
happening.
think that's super fair. And he should, and,
Yeah,
and
that's the way it should be.
That's the
I
way
know
it should
everybody's waiting for
Yep.
my thoughtful words on Nick
Yeah.
Foles, but I don't want to get too emotional.
Oh, yeah,
so
please
I know,
don't.
I
Please
know.
don't.
Yeah.
Step
Let's
on
just
here.
take our
We
shoes
just-
off.
Are we putting our feet on the rock?
Yeah, we'll have to.
yeah.
Thank you guys
Guys,
so much for
I
having
need
us
you
here.
guys.
Seriously, this is
I need
awesome.
a pedicure.
Appreciate
Should we
it.
keep talking while
Yeah,
we
we'll
take our
put our
Yeah.
mics down. It'll be
Yeah, this is
visual.
like the end of Saturday Night Live where they're like all like
Yeah.
together hugging.
Oh, you're going. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, it's easier for you to go
She's
both
way up
feet.
there. Oh my God, yeah.
I'm all the way up there. I don't know
Yeah.
if the cameras can get me.
Sleep.
We're gonna blur out our feet.
I don't
right?
know if the microphones are going to reach that
Wow,
far.
it's
That's okay.
honestly,
Guys,
it is
here,
nice.
you can talk and I'll put
It
your
is
feet
nice.
on.
I'll sit right here.
Wow.
We're grounding.
You got to go barefoot. People are paying for this.
Wow, okay. Wiki.
Oh my God! So then I have to come up too.
Look at us.
It's very grounding. It is very grounding.
This is the only
Should we meditate up here?
Oh, absolutely, I think we should.
glass goes through our foot from the last.
Look at all of us. We got to get a picture up here.
Wow. Oh yeah. Coors Light.
This is our band photo. We are. We're posing really hard. We'll end it there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for having us here.
Thank you.
And we're
Thank you guys.
Super excited for the show too. Just wanted to throw that
Yes,
out there.
it's gonna be amazing.
Friday, if people at home can live stream it, Friday night show.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Ending on an amazing shot. If you didn't listen to this, you're really missing out right now. Okay, bye. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.